안녕. 안녕.
Hello guys, my name is Ari-sung aka Sung Ari. Welcome back to another stream. It's a little early this time because I want to get all of my solo yaps out before we collab with Meteor tonight. We're reacting to Milgram in about 30-ish minutes. But yeah, I wanted to say hi to you guys. How are you guys doing? Let's see, what do we got here? Thank you for picking in, Sam and Legend and Space Dinosaurus. Hello, hello. I'm so glad to see you guys. Thank you for the head pat too. Yuki, hi! You are so not new, but I am glad to see you once again. Hi, Random. Doing alright, how are you? If you guys can't tell from the stream title, I'm going to see the dentist tomorrow. I don't have dental insurance, but a couple of my wisdom teeth kind of hurt. And I might have a canker store nearby said wisdom tooth. So I think it's a way past time for them to come out. Actually, all four of my wisdom teeth are all four of my wisdom teeth have been out for years, but low-key, because I've never had dental insurance in my life, they'd be they're not in a good state. So I'm not looking forward to my dental bill tomorrow, but it will finally be off my chest. I will finally have those goddamn wisdom teeth out of my body. Thank you for the lurk, Legend. I'll be in the corner over here, no problem, no problem. We accept all lurkers here. It's been a day, but we keep trucking. Hope you are well. You know what? I've been trucking along this past, few weeks, but it's okay. It's alright. It's... Chat, 2025 has been a year. Can we all agree on that? 2025 has been a year. I pray for the doctor who will do checkups on you. Please. The clinic that I'm going to, they have really good reviews, and it looks like the doctor there is, really experienced, and also all the staff are super kind. So, and it's also one of the affordable clinics in the area too. So I think it'll be a good experience tomorrow. But I am not looking forward to them being like, these dental habits of yours, they're not very healthy. Time to fix them. Wisdom teeth extractions aren't actually as horrible as people make them out to be. Got mine out 2 years ago. See, I'm not scared of the extraction itself. I've never seen a dentist because my family is just poor. I've been broke my whole life. And as y'all know, tooth extractions can get kinda expensive. So I'm hoping they don't opt for let's do a root canal instead, because I'm like, no, those are the wisdom teeth. They come out. Root canal y'all know how expensive a root canal therapy is at the affordable clinic. It can go from anywhere from $700 to $900 without insurance. I'm cooked if they suggest that. But yeah, I'm not really scared of going to the dentist itself, or the x-rays or the treatments or anything like that. I'm just my bank account! Because I'm paying taxes this year too, because I'm fully self-employed, so I do owe the government taxes. I won't be getting a refund. But that's okay. My dollars will be, hopefully, contributed to the greater public good. Hopefully. 2025 def has been a year. I don't really get into politics on this channel, and I won't. But oh my god, 2025 has just been a crazy roller coaster filled with one crazy news story after the other, and it's just can I stop living through historical events? They're gonna be talking about the early 21st century in the history books, and they're gonna be like, damn! How did these people on planet Earth from the year 2000 to 2025 even afford their therapy bills? All the damage. Here's a number to the carpenter. Time for them to construct a whole new set of teeth for me, JK. Yikes, I know, yikes pretty much sums it up, pretty much. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to speak after my dentist appointment tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I have my new patient, like, basically, like, my new patient exam, and then they're going to decide what they're gonna do from there. So if for some reason I come home and my mouth is all numb and I can barely make out a word, it's just like, you can, guys, y'all can obviously assume the stream is canceled tomorrow night. I mean, I could do a stream where I'm just like, except I'd be reading a visual novel, so I don't know how. I don't know if you guys would want to scuff reading a Valhalla with. Could be hilarious content, I know. But if I do that, it would just literally have to be a yapping stream. I can't play any games. She will talk in Morse code. I'll be like, boop, 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 boop. I have no idea why I just booped out in Morse. Y'all can look it up later if you remember. Oh yeah, I also just realized, like, literally as of how much time ago, like 7 minutes ago, that I did not post my schedule on my Discord server. So if you guys are in there, I'm sorry. I can't believe I deadass forgot. To sum it up, tonight I'm reacting with Meteor Falcon. He's gonna be showing me Milgram. If you don't know what Milgram is, it's like a YouTube interactive, like, music project. If you know DECO 27, the vocaloid producer, he had a big hand on making that. And it's like a series of trials, and you as the audience basically have to theorize and figure out which of the characters presented here is guilty or not guilty. So we're gonna be definitely reacting to at least the first trial tonight. I don't know about the second one. I've been a little tired today because it's been a stressful 24 hours. But we'll see. Definitely the first trial. Tomorrow, if I can speak, we'll be playing Valhalla, and then Friday and Saturday will be my Star Rail streams. We'll finally be starting 3.1 and Furious content. It's the week of the 3.2 patch launch, and I'm still gonna be playing the previous patch's story. When will the perpetual catch-up train ever come to its destination? I don't know. Before I forget, yesterday you dared some of us to do the solo. You're very... Fuck you. Fuck you! Not in my domain! Not in my domain! Banned! Translating the Morse code by Ari, and it says, I'll send you to Jesus. That's crazy because, Jesus does not exist in my gumiho domain. It's gonna sound so irreverent, but I am the leader of the spiritual domain here. Jesus has to ask me for permission before he can come in. Which makes sense, because, you know, you have to ask Jesus in order to come into your heart and all that stuff, right? I am a former church girly. Objection! I'm allowed to make jokes like this. Domain expansion. No, I let the dude into my domain, and then I expand the domain, and then he gets trapped in there. And then we seal him up for all eternity. Hey, Purrs! Thank you for peeking in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing better these days. Hopefully the nerves are not giving you too much pain this week. Hi, Vic. Thank you for peeking in. And thank you for peeking in as well, Random. Oh my god, what is going on with Bixby? I did not say I did not say shit. The only thing in my heart is bad cholesterol. The only thing on my heart is anxiety. Anxiety pumping my heart up to insanely high BPM. It's like a nightclub in there. The nerve pain persists, but it's not quite as bad this week. That's good to hear. I mean, like, it's good to hear that it's not as bad this week. It's bad to hear that it's still there, but, you know, we'll take improvements. We'll take progress where there is. Yeah. How's your week been, guys? You know, it's like Monday, Tuesday. Did you have a cute start to your week? Did you cower at your problems and make them run away? Like I told you to? Did you go gowl and struck fear into the heart of your enemies? I'm prepared for gamba tonight. I will not be gambaing tonight, but I think most people here are pretty much aware of that already. I've been like, fine on! Fate! Who is Castoris? Anaxa, well, maybe I sort of know who Anaxa is, but I'm not pulling for him just yet. Hey, thank you for the alert, Yuki. Gonna do some work and go to sleep afterwards. Have fun, guys, and Ari, and all the best dentist. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, wish me luck. My savings account is gonna be crying at the end of this week, but it's okay. It's okay. Better I stay healthy than, be, well, you know, I don't know, in the hospital. Or even worse, in the French case, dead. Because I let a problem persist for too long before normal treatments can get rid of it. Yeah. I will be unfortunately missing out on all the 3.2 hype tonight. It's very obvious, but please don't come into my chat talking about 3.2 story spoilers. I still have to do 3.1 stuff this week, so... and next week. Honestly, with the way with how long it took me to finish 3.1, it took me like, what, 6 streams-ish? 6-ish streams? I'm estimating maybe 5-ish streams for 3.1 to finish it all. And then 3.2... Okay, so... you guys actually do have to let me know how long the 3.2 story is in comparison to 3.0 and 3.1. That's the only thing I want to see in chat. Your polls and how long the story is. I have to start planning my streams ahead of time so that I'm not stuck playing catch up for the next checks notes. It's 8 months. Aye, Captain. Thank you. Thank you, Purse. That's why you're my right-hand man. My second mate, if you will. Alright, 3.2 spoilers. There is plot. 3.2 is spoilers. There is, in fact, a 3.2 patch. HRSR is not going at end of service yet, baby. Y'all. I don't know. How many years y'all think HSR has left in it? After the anniversary live stream, be honest. I feel like we have at least maybe like until 4.x. We have until the end of 4.x, and then it's all fair game from there. Well, it also depends on how they end up like handling the global passive system. And if they play their cards right and they don't piss off a large portion of the player base, I think we'll be good for like another, what, 3 years, 4 years? If we can make it up to like 7.x, that would be super cool. Hey, hi to me. Welcome in. Bob? Who's Bob? My name's Addie. I don't know a Bob here. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Army. Welcome to the Wanderlings. Thank you for signing away all the rights of your soul over to me, to Nodmon, for all eternity. No takesy backsies. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We are just chilling, yapping until my collab with Meteor in about 15 minutes. And we're gonna be reacting to Milgram. Wait, what you say? I'm deaf a bit? 1, my name's Ari, not Bob. Number 2, your soul is now mine and I'm going to eat it. I'm going to nom on it because, you know, I'm a gumiho foxgirl. I'm a gumiho foxgirl and I love souls. In fact, I'm so hungry all the time, I demand that my viewers feed me a portion of their souls. Like Vic just did. Hi, Vic. Thank you for giving me such a small piece of your soul so that I may not go hungry for the next, checks notes, 10 minutes. Thank you. Kamsa. Oh, wrong hotkey again. Hi, Peaches. Yeah, I'll be collabing with Meteor very soon. I'm looking forward to it a lot. You can eat me and my soul. Oh, thank you. I mean, like, you don't actually. I get it saying this. Once you followed me, you signed the secret contract, so, you know, you can't back out of it. But I'm glad to know that you consent wholeheartedly and you don't have any second thoughts whatsoever. Thank you for peeking on Peaches. Oh yeah, I also... So I told you guys that I do a bit of thinking about what I want to do for my birthday, if I want to do a birthday event stream. And I'm thinking, I'm leaning towards the side of yes. But I think I'm gonna make it very chill. I will probably like put up like a poll in my server, because I think what I'll do is we'll do yaps, because I love yapping. I think I want to accept like some messages or even questions from you guys. Since we just crossed the 500 Twitch follower milestone and the 100 subscriber milestone on YouTube, and it's basically like my first anniversary as a VTuber. So yeah, birthday messages and also questions, and then I think maybe afterwards, depending on how you guys vote, we'll do community games.
Objection!
Yeah, birthday stream. I don't know what game I'd want to do for a community game though. I think I want like a game that allows more than 4 players in a room so that you guys aren't constantly killing. No chill, all should be about sub-gifting. And this Nah, I'd never ask you guys just straight up like, please sub to me for my birthday. Am I perhaps thinking about maybe a subathon this year? Yes, but none of those details are finalized yet. So y'all will be waiting quite a while before I actually end up announcing it. Bob? Nah, I'm not Bob. You're Bob. Karaoke birthday stream? I could do a karaoke, but I don't know. I don't know what theme I'd want it to be. Last time I did like mostly rap karaoke. So I think I want to go for a different theme this time. What karaoke theme should I go for, guys, for my birthday? Hey Manai, good morning to you. It is evening here, but I shall wish you gumiho more regardless. Thank you for peeking in, Fenix. Hi, hello. Hope the dentist goes well. If you feel the way I do about the dentist, then it'll be rough regardless of what's going on. I mean, I have not been to the dentist outside of like a new patient exam for the last 10-ish years. Probably more than that. But yeah, I hope things go well tomorrow. With my luck, I should hopefully be out in no more than 2 hours. But I ain't rich, I can't sub. Exactly. You guys should never feel obligated to donate to me or sub to me or whatever. Just y'all being here, chatting with me, lurking, redeeming things with channel points, or just like silently supporting, that's good enough for me. Any support that you can afford to give, or what you wish to give, all good in my books. Not with that attitude, go off, queen. True! I should be aiming for higher bars. But also, we live in an economy and a society.
Don't forget to stretch!
Have you tried cloves? They help for toothaches. I don't think we have cloves. Unless you mean garlic cloves. In which case, I don't know if I want to put that straight into my mouth raw. It's 2 AM here. Oh my god. Gumiho even more to you then. It's both nighttime and morning where you are. Vocaloid karaoke? I don't think I know enough Vocaloid songs. Actually, Meteor and I are maybe thinking about a dual karaoke stream, but we're still looking for like the plugin that would allow us to do that, so we're not officially announcing anything yet. Hey Ember, hi, yeah, it's Milgram Day! Hi Nefer, hello, it's almost 8 AM here. Gumiho more to you, Nefer. A Gretzical death metal screaming? Oh, you know what? I should watch a Gretzical. I've been procrastinating on that ever since it came out. But I heard it's pretty decent. Like, it's a funny show. Thank you for the posture check. I don't mean, why I stretch my spine. My support comes in the form of cringe. Ha! It's okay. We're all cringe here. Like Gumi Overlord, like Wanderlings. Hey, boys, thank you for peeking in. Hello, hello. Thank you for the head pat. And thank you for the hydration, Chicotomy. Sorry, guys, I'm catching up on chat. I'll be caught up soon enough. Oh no, I mean like cloves. I think that's the English name. What? Is it like an herb or something? Spice? Hold up, I'm gonna look it up. Cloves. It seems like some herb or spice. I'm not gonna lie. The aromatic flower buds of a tree in the family Myrtaceae aromaticum. Okay, so they are some kind of herb or fragrance or whatever, spice. Yeah, I don't think we have that at home. That's okay. I'm literally gonna see the dentist tomorrow. The toothache is not that bad. I can't really eat on the right side of my mouth. But it's fine. Okay, well, I low-key have a tension headache because the toothache is radiating to my jaw, but it's fine. It will be solved tomorrow. It's probably mostly the fault of the ulcer, because whenever I get mouth ulcers, I think it does something to my nerves, because I always get toothaches in that exact same spot, but because it's a wisdom tooth this time, I'm not playing around with it. It's been going on for 4 days. I'm not playing around! I'll join back later. My phone is about to die. No worries, no worries. Take your time. They help to numb the gums and teeth. Oh, interesting. I mean, I'll just rely on the local anesthetic tomorrow when they get pulled. Hey, Never, thank you for peeking in. Hello, hello, welcome. I try so hard to enjoy Gretzicle, but I think I'm just too picky with Slice of Life. I love Slice of Life. Slice of Life is like deadass my favorite anime genre ever. Oh, let's see, my favorite Slice of Life series. Aria the Animation, literally my top #1 choice. An oldie but a goodie. Eurocamp. Well, Eurocamp is more Yashike than Slice of Life, but it's still pretty good regardless. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. What counts as Slice of Life? Dude, I don't animes count as Slice of Life, guys. Quick poll check. If I threw Love Life at you, would it count as Slice of Life? But Slice of Life is Higurashi. Get out of here with that shit. You think you can fool me? Higurashi? More like Nightmare Fuel. Early 2000s dated Nightmare Fuel to be fair, but Nightmare Fuel regardless. Alright, you know what, chat? I'm looking up my anime list. I cannot hear anything. What? My... Is my account gone from my anime list? Are they still in like their April Fools and or something? I went there and everything's defaulted to Mal Newbie. I don't know where my account is. Oh, the login button's at the bottom. My god. Oh, but this is the way to create the account. Please use the login link at the bottom. That I clicked on the login link. So why did you default to that? Alright, whatever. Here we go. Lucky Star? I actually haven't seen Lucky Star. How about Haruhi? Does Haruhi count as Slice of Life? Asobi Asobase, but honestly I didn't really like the sustains. Isn't Asobi Asobase more like a comedy than Slice of Life? Like it's really not really raunchy comedy, but it's like sus comedy. Hey Jordan, hello hello, glad to see you. Haruhi probably not. Dang it! All right, let's go through my completed list, shall we? Let's see. What do we got here? Of course, Arya at the top. Sailor Moon, Butchie the Rock, Boku no Hero Academia, Kiro, Chihaya, Clannad. Clannad's more of a romance though, isn't it? Clannad is like school romance, at least the main season. Fairy Tail, Fate Stay Night. Oh wait, guys, Emyo Gohan. The Fate spinoff, Emyo Gohan, that counts as Slice of Life. Yeah, okay, that's another one. That's another one I like. Furuba is romance. What about shoujo romance? Oh, gakuen babysitters. Gakuen babysitters, school babysitters. That is slice of life. It's also very adorable. If you like watching shows with like cute little kids toddling around and being their little cute kid selves, you'll like gakuen babysitters. I also like Usagi Drop, but specifically the anime, not the manga. The manga is cursed. We don't talk about Usagi Drop the manga. Well, what else we got here? Gekkai Shoujo Nozaki-kun. That is comedy. Tanaka-kun is best slice of life. Oh, you know what? I keep meaning to watch Tanaka-kun, but I think I watched episode 1 like a while ago. Then I was like, this is kind of boring. But maybe I should pick it up again. Most comedy fall under slice of life. I feel like slice of life itself, like there can be some comedy in it, but comedy shouldn't be like the primary genre, if that makes sense. Like, if I threw Bocchi the Rock at you, I would consider that like a comedic drama more so than slice of life. Ari, have you kept up with HSR's story? I'm about to start 3.1 this week, so no! No! Hey, so thank you for the head pat. Have you seen My Hero Academia Vigilantes? No. Didn't that literally just start airing? I haven't watched any new anime shows that are not Kusuria no Hitorikoto, aka The Apothecary Diaries, so no seasonals for me yet. No spring seasonals. Sus comedy is fine, but as an adult woman, I don't enjoy such situations with high schoolers that slice of life animes often have. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I think unfortunately a lot of animes default to like high school students as like, haha, the peak period of people's lives, which it probably is in Japan, which feels kind of sad, but still. They're technically minors there, so some people might have squicks about it, which is fair. Kuroskai, hello, welcome. Raiso. Raiso? What is Raiso? Thank you for peeking in, Sol. There is new HSR update today? Yeah, I know. I'm still behind. It's gonna take me a while. It took me a while to get through 3.0 because of how long the quest was and how often I was yapping. Would Horimiya count as slice of life? Isn't Horimiya just straight up romance? Like Horimiya, Kaguya-sama, Kimi ni Todoke. Those are all just romance. They have school settings, but I wouldn't count that as slice of life. Have y'all kept up with Danmachi? It's honestly one of the most surprising anime ever. I don't watch Isekai, sorry. Apothecary Diaries mentioned? Yeah! I would love Apothecary Diaries. Mel, my favorite protagonist ever. I am very much looking forward to the second half of season 2, by the way, guys. There's a lot of stuff gonna go down in the second half of season 2. I am a light novel connoisseur, so hang in there, chat. Hang in there, fans. We're gonna be put through the ringer. But if you have not started Apothecary Diaries, you should. Honestly, my favorite season of anime seasonals ever has been when Frieren and Apothecary Diaries were airing at the same time. It was like every week I got a double dose of peak fiction. Imagine like watching like Frieren season 1 and Apothecary season 1, like both first course at the same time. Crazy. Crazy work. Your name, Ari-song equals Ari-san equals rice. That's funny, but I do prefer to just be called Ari. So, if you don't mind. As I am the gumiho overlord, I mandate that you all call me Ari. And only Ari. Or you may refer to me as my full name if you so wish. Vigilantes and To Be Hero X's new ones. Yeah, To Be Hero X is donghua. I think it's technically a standalone entry in the To Be Hero series, but I haven't watched the first one in To Be Hero X. Or not X, the second season. I binge watched the new Devil May Cry on Netflix and I'm hooked on it. I haven't played the original video game. And from what I've seen on Twitter, there's some shenanigans going on with the anime adaptation that are just not accurate, so I think I'm gonna hold off on it. Harikyu. I am I am not. Remember, the word is banned. I let you guys get all of your pent up energy. You know, calling me the forbidden 4-letter C word in that one stream, and now it's banned again. Do not make me repeat myself. Love it. Now I know what men feel when they identify with the Joker. No, but for real, Mama was me. I have my obsessions that I have tunnel vision for, and then I am so oblivious when another person so much as expresses interest in me. I'm just like, blinks at them. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, we're besties, right? They were not, in fact, besties. If you didn't play the games, you might enjoy the series. Yeah, but I don't trust anime or real-life adaptations of video games that much because they tend to change things up or move things around. If it's like a standalone story in the same universe, that's fine. Like Arcane, for example, right? I don't need to know like 1000% of League lore to understand Arcane because it's just a standalone story. But if it's like an actual adaptation, for example, Persona 5 the animation, I hope you never have to hear of that abomination ever again, but yeah. Persona 5 the animation was adapting the original story of the Persona 5 video game. Not royal, just vanilla. But it was bad. It was really, really bad. Thank you for the posture hydration checks, Bull. And thank you for picking in. I'm still tilted on Danmachi being called an isekai. Oh, I'm sorry. It's one of those fantasy tropes but still relies on every single fan service trope ever. It's all good if y'all enjoy Danmachi, but that and most isekais and other isekai-esque fantasy series that fall into said fan service tropes are not up my alley. What about God Eater? Have not watched that. I don't think the anime kept up with the OG story of P5. I don't think they mostly kept it like story beat for story beat. It was just insanely rushed and they cut out a ton of character development. I hope you get a good piece, Purrs. That's a fantasy show, yes, that pretends to be a standard harem show before going on full dark as fuck. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm not into harems. And I do not want to wade through a bunch of harem trope shenanigans before getting to, dark plot! It's super serious now. It's a fantasy with mythology lore. Is that the one made by Ufotable? By any chance? Alright, I think we're gonna be starting the collab in about 5 minutes, so chat, give me like... Let me go close my window blinds because it's already getting dark outside. I'll come back and we'll do some more yaps for like another 3-ish minutes. And then it'll be time for the collab. I hope you guys are excited! Are you guys excited for Milgram collab? Yell about how excited you are in chat while I go close my window blinds. Be right back. Wowee! I don't like hmmge, not my thing. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I dislike poly relationships, but harem specifically, I'm like, Oh, sauce. A hit crit rate. Let's go. Congrats, Purrs. Data Life was something I was not expecting to enjoy, and then boom, I binged the whole series. The only harem anime that I might, and keyword here is might, be willing to give a shot at some point just to get to the good parts. As Monogatari, the problem is I can never finish season 1 of Monogatari. And then, what is it? In Nise Monogatari, there's the infamous toothbrush scene. I don't know if I want to put myself through that. But I hear that Owari Monogatari is like so golden. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. But right now, I'm just basically rewatching animes. Like in my Discord server, we're rewatching, or at least I'm rewatching, Mob Psycho 100. And then I'm still in the middle of my Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood rewatch. So yeah, I'm kind of like going down a nostalgia trip. I want to rewatch Ouran Koko the Host Club, Ouran High School Host Club. I want to rewatch Angel Beats. It might be getting around time for like my Clannad rewatch too, because I really like After Story. Season 1 is meh, but After Story is pretty good. Toothbrush was 3rd season? Oh, is it 3rd season? I could have sworn it was 2nd. I have a mutual who's like watching Monogatari right now, and he got to like the toothbrush scene, and I bro rage quit at that point. And then one of my other mutuals convinced him to pick it back up again. Harems are the girls the main character. It's not even a harem. It's just some dudes and one dude you'll know she will end up with. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about reverse harems, and also like I guess harem series in general. It's like you know who the main lead is. Everything else is just fan service. Reasons why I like Yono of the Dawn, because it's not even reverse harem, even though the synopsis will have you think it's a reverse harem. Oh no. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know that there is only one male lead and no other competition. It's amazing. But yeah, read Yona of the Dawn, aka Katsuki no Yona. There is an anime out for it, but basically where the anime ends is where it really starts getting good, so I think you should just read the manga. And it's also in its final arc right now, so it's literally the perfect time to get into it. Be right back, gotta get some rice going. No problem, Pers. Get that food. Get that sustenance. It's not like you can subsist on souls like me. Ha 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 ha. A harem I really like is quintuplets, which I know is a controversial opinion. I feel like I've heard decent-ish things about quintuplets. I think what I appreciate about quintuplets is that the mangaka went so far as to give each girl her own ending, like her own route. Like if a manga were a visual novel, that's basically quintuplets. So I respect that he actually went that far. But other than that, like I don't know if I don't think I'll watch it. It doesn't look up my alley. Aria's a dork. Well, I'm not! Shut up-y! No! Anime with no backbone is just a cash grab. That is so true, bestie. Speak your truth! Ow! The one bad thing about having an ulcer in the side of your mouth is like, you know how sometimes like your teeth, like when you're talking or like chewing food, it'll like catch on like the gums inside of your cheek, right? That's basically right where my ulcer is. So every time it accidentally catches, I'm just like, ow, ow. Oh, okay. It looks like Meteor is good. All right, chat. I'm gonna have to be muted for like a couple minutes while I get Meteor on. So hold on a second. I also need to get my Fuki up. All right. Yap amongst yourselves while I get things set up. Okay. See you guys in a couple. All right. Bet. Chat, we're back. Everyone say hi to Meteor, guys. Whoa. Once Meteor's ads are done on his stream, we'll officially start the collab portion and we'll do intros and stuff like that. But yeah, we were just talking about like animes right now. So at first we were talking about slice of life animes, and then I think now the conversation has drifted to harem animes. Oh my god. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, they can't hear you. That's weird. Hold on a second. I can't fix that. Yeah.
Here. Pages.
Okay, there you go. Now you're showing up in OBS.
Alright, cool.
Chat, can you hear him good? Is his volume okay? Volume.
Harem anime, as I say it here since I don't want to be rude. Listen. Sometimes they can be. Many times they can be. But sometimes, you know, I don't know. I have a soft spot for it.
What's your favorite one then?
My favorite one? Honestly, just recently I've been watching the 100 Girlfriends That Really Love You. It's really good, actually. It's actually really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard that's one of like the rare good harems. Bro is committed to loving all his 100 girlfriends equally.
The thing that makes it really good is that I don't know who the author is, but they take the time to genuinely develop each of the characters, and you can tell the main character genuinely loves every single one of them and does his best to be like the best boyfriend for all of them.
Wow,
so,
amazing.
Yeah, you actually get good character development, and you get like a main character who isn't like dense, because that's the worst part of harems.
Right, yeah.
Dense.
No, I hate it when there's like random harem anime and then the MC is like so dense, and then he'll get himself into like the craziest like embarrassing situations that are like borderline sexual assault.
Yes, you gotta. Unfortunately, those scenes do have those scenes do happen. Those scenes do happen.
But yeah, what number girlfriend are they at in the source material?
Oh, I don't read the manga. In terms of the anime, I think they were at 9 or 10.
Okay.
They just finished season 2.
Alright.
Just finished season 2.
It's gonna take like 10 seasons before they get to 100.
Yeah, man. And I think they're committed to do it. I think they're committed to do it.
That's good. That's good. I like it when they actually commit to things.
It feels like they actually are committed.
Does Eminence and Shadow count as harem? I don't know. I only watched like 3 episodes of it. It probably is, though. I could only stand
one. I couldn't. I just hated the main character. It was just so annoying to listen to.
Yeah. For me, my breaking point in Eminence. So you didn't get to it, but in episode 3, I think this is after the female lead gets introduced. But basically, like, she talks to him and treats him like a dog, and then he actually commits. He actually starts woofing unironically when she like tosses him a coin and stuff, and I was just like, all right.
Okay.
That took me out of it.
Oh man, there was one harem anime that was really good. It was like quintessential quintuplets.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that one. Okay, and I'm not gonna say spoilers just in case like people haven't finished it. That one I liked a lot, literally until the ending. I think the ending ruined it for me.
Wait. Isn't it one of those mangas where each girl gets their own ending?
No.
Oh, no, it's not?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, wait, did I mix it up with someone else then? Chat, why didn't you correct me? I've been...
the anime ends it with like a movie.
Oh, okay. I was referring to like the manga, but if the anime goes in a different direction, okay. Maybe I was right.
I think, okay, here's the thing. I think the manga ends in the same way, the reason I think that is because I was so pissed off about the ending. I went online and I'm just like, what do other people think about it? And like, apparently, yeah, I think it ends the same way because people are talking about the manga too, and then like, it's like, oh, in the manga, it's like foreshadowed a lot better and things like that. Like, so I don't know. So I think it ends the same way.
Okay.
Anyway,
but yeah,
I hated the ending and it ruined it for me.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out later which manga it was that did the multiple endings, because I swear I saw something about that. Yeah.
We Never Learn, does it? We Never Learn.
Oh, that might be the one actually. Is that the one where he tutors them?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, wait, that one's really good. The anime for that is pretty bad because the ending of the anime is just like a scene happens and like they're just like, oh, it is heavily implied this is gonna be the girl he chooses, but it's done really bad. But yeah, like you were saying, in the manga, they'd show you the canon ending, and then they're just like, okay, that was the canon ending, but let's see what happens like in all these other routes. And it's like, oh, that's sick. That's super sick.
Wait, that begs a question then. For both Meteor and chat, do visual novels count as harems? And you know
If
the
it
visual
has
novels I'm
harem
talking
elements. If it has harem elements,
about. Like, would
yeah.
you consider Clannad a harem?
Ooh, see, that one's okay. Clannad visual novel, yes. Clannad anime, no.
Okay. I agree.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I do think in the anime they make it like very clear front and center that Nagisa is the main lead.
Yeah.
And after all, they adapt
Also,
after stories, so they kind of have to.
Yeah, that's true. Also, Clannad, oh my goodness. Like, I know everybody gets like sad at it. I got pissed at that. I was angry because I could see every like depressing twist happening, and I'm like, just don't. Can you just not? Can you leave this guy alone? I was like, please, leave this guy alone. Has he suffered? I just kept getting angry. I wasn't getting sad. I was getting angry because I could see it happening. I was like, you better not do this, and then they do it, and I'm just like, I'm pissed off now.
Kiya is very infamous for how do I put it, trauma porn.
Yeah,
I can get away with it for certain stories for me, like for example, like Angel Beats or Clannad or even Air. But I was watching Canon, and I actually despise Canon. I could see everything coming from a mile away.
Okay.
There's actually another key anime airing this season, guys. Summer Pockets. You have to let me know how it is.
Okay. Summer Pockets. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I think that was probably like one of their most recent visual novels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I got an epiphany for you, Ari. If a masochist stubs their toe, do they moan or cry in pain? What kind of question is this, Blitz?
I took. Oh, you want me to start the chat, the stream together?
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I always have to like go over to your channel page in order to like get the call to work. Oh wait, no, it actually shows up in OBS for once. Hold on a second. Let's see.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Double mute. There we go. And then.
All right, chat, get ready for share chat. I want to see hype. Cheer emotes.
Be on your best behavior.
Welcome in, everyone.
Oh, Peach just said something. I have to bite my tongue on everything I just said. A peak harem was Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Oh, I never heard of that.
Zetsubo
So great.
Sensei.
Ending was so bad, but also great. My beef with it. He's a teacher and his students. Ooh, okay. He never really corresponded to them until that one episode. Ah, okay. Grotesquely beautiful. Why did it have to be his students? Yeah, that is a bit weird.
Hey, Maya. Hello. Yeah, hi guys. We've been
welcome.
raving about harem animes. If you just joined.
Okay.
Zetsubo Sensei's Depression, the anime? Wait, is that the one with like the really dark, depressing comedy? Because I feel like I've heard of this. I didn't know it was harem.
Me neither.
Hold on, I want to look it up.
Go for it.
Zetsubo Sensei. Oh, it is. Interesting.
Okay. Let's see if I've seen it before. No, I've never seen this before.
Hot take: Rimuru should not have a harem even when genderless. Is this about that slime anime? In which case, I don't have a stake in it.
Slime.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about slime.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Isekai animes, isekai-esque animes, I have no stake in them unless they're bookworm. Unless they're Ascendants of a Bookworm, I have no stake in that genre.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ascendants of a Bookworm is basically like, this woman who used to like really love reading books gets reincarnated into a world where she becomes a sickly little girl but she's born into a poor family, so they can't even read. They have no access to books. That's only for the rich. So basically, it follows her and her journey to make her own books, and there's a lot of political shenanigans, as always, thrown in, because of course she's got to climb her way up at some point, but it's a really good show. I recommend it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, season 4 is actually being handled by Wit Studio.
Oh, Wit.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to it. Like, it actually gets budget for once.
He's Chrissy, the first one, the kind of guy I would honestly hate because of how negative jealousy is. Ah, I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's about that time. Everything's set up, ready to go? Yeah?
Okay. So, chat, you know what we're here to do, right? It's my first time reacting to Milgram. But before we get into that, there might be some folks in here who don't know who Meteor is, or some folks in Meteor chat who don't know who I am. So we should do some intros. So first of all, if you don't mind me going first.
Of course, ladies first.
Thank you. My name is Ari Song, aka Song Ari. I'm your resident pre-debut gumiho foxgirl VTuber. Normally I stream a lot of Star Rail content, but we also do variety things on here. Like visual novels, JRPGs, and sometimes rhythm games. We also occasionally do reaction content on here, which is what we're doing tonight. I'm a big fan of some Vocaloid songs myself. I'm still a little bit of a newbie compared to other people who've been there since the OG days, but I'm looking forward to learning more about this mysterious Trials project. Over to you, Meteor.
Yo, what is up, everybody? I am Meteor Falcon. How you guys doing today? I mostly stream a lot of Hoyo games, Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless. But I also do some JRPGs from time to time, reaction stuff. We got React Fridays every Friday. If you guys want me to look at something, put it in the Discord. What else? Sometimes we try out new games, stuff like that. But yeah, most of my content is like helping people. We'll do like Abyss carries, theater carries, MOC, etc., and enter in endgame mode here. So if you guys need any help with anything, do not be afraid to ask. Always willing to help. But yeah, we're so this started off because Ari showed me Alien Stage a couple months back before she went on her trip, and I was like, oh shoot, I should show you Milgram because you've never seen it. So it's kind of like we got like a dual thing going on here.
Yeah, it's called equivalent exchange.
yeah, exactly.
Except Alien Stage is probably a lot shorter than Milgram is. I looked at the Milgram channel page. I didn't click on any videos or anything. Was like, oh my god, how many videos are here?
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. With that out of the way, shall we begin?
Give me a second to put up your stream thing. Oh my god, your Fuki is covering mine as soon as I switch stage. I got Mike Wazowski by my own collab partner.
Classic.
Is it this one or is it? Hold on.
Mine says, has anybody watched?
Oh god, that's my DMs. Never mind. And now it says, okay, there we go. Yeah, here we are.
I think I didn't say anything sus.
Nothing sus. No worries.
I got blasted. I got blasted.
I'm gonna pin this to top. Okay. Cat and Ari and fishing uncle meeting here. What? Are we hags here?
What? That's crazy.
Well, we're boomers apparently.
Cat on. Fishing uncle.
Has anyone watched Isekai Shikaku? No.
I haven't. I don't think I have the patience for fishing.
So I have a question, Meteor.
Yeah.
This cute whatever you call it. Is this the equivalent of QB from Medical Magica?
It might be. I'm truthfully, I'm not even like 100% sure the lore behind this thing, but it's kind of like a mascot, and it will be in the intro video too.
Okay.
We'll get a good
Because I'm
idea
just
of
like,
it,
they
but-
look so similar, and it's always the cute mascots you always need to be sus of.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you always can't trust the cute ones, right?
Oh,
You can't
right,
trust the
right.
cute ones. Mhm.
You hear that, chat? That means you can't. Well, actually, no, you can trust me because I'm not cute. I saved myself.
There you go.
Cute is justice. No,
Okay.
shut up. Be cool is justice.
I need to see Alien Stage, I guess, to see Milgram today. Oh yeah, Alien Stage is the one we previously did. I think I saved the VOD. I maybe need to upload it to YouTube at some point, but definitely check that out too when we reacted to Alien Stage. Very fun, very fun. All right, are we ready to throw down?
Yeah, I'm ready for the first trial.
All right, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, all you beautiful people, how you doing? Welcome. This is the Meteor and Ari react to the Milgram. Starting it off, what is it? What is Milgram? Got a little poster here. So I'm gonna give a little explanation, then we'll watch the first video. What it is essentially is we as in the audience, we are tasked with the task of determining whether these 10 people are innocent or guilty of the crime that they have committed. We are just going to be looking at some season 1 trials right now, so the votes have already been cast, but season 3 is happening right now, and if you guys want to catch up and everything and you actively want to make votes, that is going on right now. And it actively changes what type of music video is put out next, which is very, very cool. But yeah, we are tasked with determining whether these people are innocent and guilty. Well, we watch music videos and they tell us about like what happened or kind of maybe a little bit about their life and things like that. And it's up to us to interpret it and then give a decision. So let us begin with the first video, which is kind of an intro video.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, that's right. It's called a jackalope.
Jackalope, there you go. Subtitles.
Oh, I actually can't hear
Let's go to
anything.
the top. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's bad considering these are music videos.
Oh wait, no.
Hold on.
I wait. Hold on a second. I think it's because
Was the audio low or?
Yeah, I accidentally muted you. Muted your stream.
Yeah.
I think it was left over from when we did the hide and seek collab last time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Let's do it.
そうだったね。悪い悪い。
Waddy waddy.
俺様の名前はジャッカロープ。このスーパーかっけえ角を見てみろ。全然ウサギじゃねえ。二度と言うなよ。
Bro is my kin animal already, chat.
簡単に言うと、お前の世話係だと思ってくれ。じゃあ、早速お前の仕事について説明しとくか。
Yeah, the job description, please.
お前の仕事はこの監獄ミルグラム。
We are the guard. We are the guard.
囚人どもの管理をすればいいんだ。どうだ
Easy peasy.
簡単だろ
Easy.
その上3食昼寝もついてる最高な職場だろこのミルグラムには今10人の囚人が収監されてるどいつもこいつもパッと
They look harmless.
とした見た目のやつらだけどね騙されんじゃねえぞあいつらは漏れなく人殺しだただどうやって何があって何を思ってあいつらが人の命を奪ったのかはわからねえその真相と理由を解明すんのも監視であるお前の仕事
Yeah, I don't think the benefits are good enough for this job.
Innocent or guilty.
監視であるお前には許す許す
What about my wages? How much are they paying me?
どうやって相手の罪を分かればいいのかって
Also a good question.
脅迫いやいやそんな前時代的なことをする
Those are outdated.
ミルグラムでは奴らの心象風景を
Mental images as music videos. Yay.
できるお前はそれを見て聞いて楽しんでるだけでいいどうだいすげえご機嫌なシステムだ
Yeah, I want to know my annual salary, bro.
What
一度に全ての心象
would my music video be if they took my music video?
まあじっくり行こうや囚人番号順に一人一人観察していけばいいんだ厳密にはちょっと意味が違うんだがミルグラムは三神性ってのを取っているお前はあいつらの罪を許すか許さないかを一日
Yeah, you can vote once a day if you actually want to vote.
全員の歌を
So, like, once a day while the voting period is live, yes.
繰り返しても
Yeah.
Okay,
ゆ
okay.
えに三神性ってなで今から始まるのが第一審だ 第一審が終わった時にお前が囚人どもの罪を許したか許さな
Yeah,
か
and this is them saying if they're innocent or guilty, it determines how they'll be treated during the second one. So it'll affect that
Oh.
music video.
全員許さなくていいんだけどね。許したか許さなかったかによって第二審であいつらから出てくる歌にも変化があるかもしれない。
It's like Persona, the spinning
見
card.
方が変わっちまうこともあるから
Mm.
何が出てくるかわかんねえぜ。それもこの仕事の醍醐味だと思ってくれや。一曲聴いたくらいで何を許せばいいのか何を許さなきゃいいのかわかんねえよって。確かにな。さっき言った通り一度に全てがわかるわけじゃねえからな。囚人によっちゃ第一審じゃ何が罪かすらわかんない。
Depending on the prisoner, you might not even know what their sins were.
いいんだよ。
Hmm.
Some might try to hide it. Some might try to hide it.
The game was rigged against me from the start.
まあ適当にやった結果どうなっても知らねえけどや。でも
There
や
they are.
じっくり観察するんだぜ。囚人どもから生み出される歌に全てのヒントは隠されてる。
Your Honor, they're all not guilty.
Just
It
let them
doesn't
release
matter
them
what their
all.
crimes are.
隠されてる。
I'm getting them all out of this prison.
丸裸にしてやる。
Unveil everything.
まあこんなもんだろ。こっから長い付き合いになるから
One of those fan music videos.
せいぜい楽しんでくれよな。
Peaches, would your music video be a big OTN from Giga?
Yeah, that's true. True. What would your music video be?
I'm not sure actually.
余計なことは考えるな。
Probably Confessions of a Rotten Girl by Sawtown.
それだけ。
Oh boy, here we go.
わかった。ああ、そろそろ囚人どもが気づく時間でね。準備はできてる。
A child, yes, there was a child in there too. I don't know if anybody else clocked that, but there was a child in there. Okay, that was the first video. The next thing is just, I think we're gonna skip this one. It's like a little intro for all the characters.
Okay,
so
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that one. And then this one. Oh, this is like this is like the theme song, I guess you could say.
Ooh, okay.
Little taste, little taste.
S.
That's us, by the way. That's our representation.
Oh,
essentially.
okay.
Yeah. Look at us sitting there.
Okay, already a banger.
Oh yeah, no, this opening's good too. There's number one.
Oh, she's cute,
Uh-huh. But she's a killer.
but
Or
you
is
don't
she?
know that.
Or is she?
We got real vocalists for this one too, not vocaloid. Interesting.
Yeah. They're all done by DECO 27.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will always say innocent, don't worry. Your Honor,
trusting
they're
whoever
allowed
the-
a little criminal activity.
Oh boy.
I'm trusting whoever's a DILF, so true actually. The DILFs are always correct. Stitchwings? Eh.
I would not be surprised if that influenced some of the votes. I would not be surprised.
He is hot, therefore not guilty.
That one is a child. What did they do? There's a yeah, there's a couple actually. There's at least two. With some scenes, a little bit of scenes. Don't forget some of these images.
They're going by so fast, how am I supposed to remember them?
They're all smiling. What does that mean?
They're smiling because they're so happy and they know that they're all innocent, so they're getting out of this place. They're definitely not planning anything sinister, Mr. Jackalope, sir. Trust my intuition as a guard.
Ah, yeah, true. You did get hired.
And then they'll give me a bonus, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Ari has the power to determine the soul.
True. And if I'm wrong, I'll just devour their soul anyway, so yeah. Win-win.
Yeah. It's a win-win. Alright. There's a little intro.
Yeah.
The next video should be the first music video? Let me see.
The first trailer.
No, yeah, this one's just a trailer for all the songs, but we're gonna listen to all of them, so we're just gonna skip this. Alright. Here we go. Here it is. Here comes the first song. This is the first song. This is... What's her name again? This is Sakurai Haruka. Sakurai Haruka.
Okay.
It's called Weakness.
Haruka-chan. Or Haruka-kun?
I've heard both.
Ah. 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 Okay, so I guess that's like his mom or maybe like some sort of older maternal figure.
I wonder. Ooh.
Not sure what to make of the imagery yet. Oh! Oh, wait, no. Girlfriend? Sister? Hi?
Oh, could it be? Her face also has a little thing on it.
Lots of very childish scribblings, but also, yeah, her face is blocked out. Don't know what to make of that.
Ooh, let me put the subtitles on top. Subtitles are important too, the lyrics. I don't trust this man, he's giving incel. Damn.
He's giving like your average anime protagonist.
Oh, I can see that, yeah, I can see that.
Why is the dog so hyper realistic?
Ooh, why? I wonder. I wonder why.
Mountains are also very photographic. What are you doing? What are you up to, bro? Dog tracks? Wait, was that a human footprint too?
Oh, what's happening? Oh!
Your Honor, he might be insane after all.
Yeah, I wonder.
Or are those the secret urges that he's trying to squash down?
Ooh, yeah, how much is real and how he did just wake up out of a bed.
We always have to have the dramatic teardrop scene.
Of course. Make a little bit Kingdom Hearts here. A little bit Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, choking his past self, but we could also interpret it as him, you know, fighting his own regrets or something. I don't know. You're like, why did you do that? You were such a stupid kid.
Yeah. All right. That was the first one. Okay, so What are our first reactions for Sakurai Haruka? First reactions? What do you think about the music video? Any thoughts?
It's leaning very into the, what's the word I'm trying to look for? The surreal imagery.
Yeah.
Which makes it very difficult to determine like how much of this are Bro's own delusions and how much of this are his actual memories.
Right, yeah. Any type of like imagery or stuff you saw, like any consistencies you were seeing at all?
Towards the beginning, I feel like whatever issues he has originated in his childhood.
Okay, yeah.
My theory is like with towards the beginning of the music video, right? Obviously the imagery of him as a little boy being led by that older female figure, whether that's his mother or sister or someone else, but also like the scribbles, like kind of like the blackboard or chalk-esque drawings.
Oh yeah.
So,
There's a lot of like
childlike innocence, like imageries or scribbles.
Like you could see this in like a daycare room.
Yeah,
drawing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not sure what those circles were supposed to be. Like a target?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Target? Yeah. Okay. Anything else stand out to you?
Oh, we have the kaiju Godzilla in the background. I did not catch that the first time.
Neither did I, actually.
With all the stars circling around too, so either it's night or Bro is actually from America.
Yeah, right. Very good music video. Oh yeah, what do you think of the actual, like, just the music, like the production?
Oh, the music itself, the song is a banger. It's going on my playlist immediately.
Wow. Oh yeah, these songs are amazing. They're amazing.
Yeah, like honestly, like I think I was watching the music video obviously, but the whole time I was just like headbanging and tapping my foot to the song, so I probably wasn't paying as close attention as I was supposed to.
That's fair. Don't worry, we will help you with that.
Yeah. I'm wondering. Let's argue. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say like everything we saw here was like real or something.
Sure. Okay.
I'm wondering if, as a kid, seems like he has some sort of resentment towards like that older woman figure. So if, I don't know, maybe she abandoned him or something, she left, I don't know. I wonder if that affected his psyche enough, so, I don't know, it warped his view on women in general, or maybe like the girl that he's holding hands with in that one nighttime scene. Maybe she also did something, and that set him off, triggered him.
Okay. Okay.
So that could be a theory. Also, these are flowers here, no? Or some type of...
Yeah, I think so. Sunflower.
Fireworks, flowerish. Yeah. That one on the right kind of looks like, you know, one of those, what do you call it? The things that you blow on and they spin.
Oh, pinwheels.
Yeah, pinwheels.
Yeah. Yeah, fireworks is interesting. Yeah, some of these actually do look like the one in the middle, the top middle looks like a firework.
Yeah.
And considering like the shading on the characters, right? It's like, oh, it's like a firework just went off, and so there's like light on them.
Exactly.
I can see that.
I keep thinking to that dog, that really hyper-realistic dog.
So here's the big question I want to ask you. So what do you think was the killing here? Because we know for a fact they're all murders. They've said that already. So who do you think was the victim? As you can see when it happened with the rock, or assuming it's with this rock thing.
Someone said gay. I'm like, shut. I feel like I'm being pulled in two different directions here. If I take the music video literally, let's say like he actually had a dog or something. Let's say like in a fit of anger, he killed a dog, and that's, I don't know, it sent him off on a weird murdering spree that finally extended to like, I don't know, the female people in his life. That's one crazy thought. That's one crazy theory. The second one is the dog is symbolic of, well, see, I don't know what it would symbolize. Maybe like his more animalistic desires. I don't know if bro be acting kind of like cray cray here, like a predator. I'm just saying. But if the dog is symbolic of like, I don't know, the predator kind of wild animalistic urges inside of him to like kill or something like that,
Yeah.
then I don't know, maybe it was his girlfriend or mother or I don't know, the woman that he ended up killing. Like, I don't know, he lured her out somewhere and then like bam.
Bam. Okay, okay. Peaches says, I think it was the little girl. He projected the hate he had for older women onto her. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. Okay. So,
that actually, yeah, that raises a good point. What if did the murder happen when he was a kid or when an older man?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. We I'll say one thing in regards to that. I'm trying my best not to lead, of course. He does get very pissed off at a younger version.
Yeah,
of himself.
yeah.
I don't know if that plays into it or not. Thought to think about. Okay, let's make a definitive answer. Before I do have some extra evidence and stuff to show you. But first reaction, how you feeling? Do you feel like he's innocent of this crime, or do you think he's guilty of this crime?
There's a question from Purse. Are they all alive? Wait, is this the characters in the music video or the characters in the trial series?
So, the prisoners are all alive, yes. They're all alive, they're in the Milgram prison, yes. The people that they murdered, of course, are not alive. But we are here to determine whether the crime they committed, are they innocent of that crime, or are they guilty of that crime? You know, like, that's the question we're asking. So, first reaction, what do you think? Innocent, guilty? You'll get a chance to change it after I give you some more evidence. That might help you
I
out,
think my first reaction is kind of... I'm going to err on the side of guilty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so first reaction...
I think he's definitely very cray-cray in the head, but I don't have enough evidence to conclude decisively whether, like, bro actually managed to repress his urges or not. Gotcha.
All right. Let's get into some bonus evidence here. So with each music video, there's some audio dramas you can listen to. And a big thing with the audio dramas is they ask them questions. So I got a couple. There's 20 questions total, but I just took a couple that seemed very interesting.
Okay.
So let's take a look at them over here. So one of the questions, they asked him, what do you not like? He says, little children and animals.
Okay.
Another question, what's your type? He responds, I want somebody who gives me attention.
Yeah, that tracks.
Question 19. Is there someone you want to see right now? He wrote his mother and then scribbled it out. Which is interesting. He wrote his mother who he wants to see again, but then he scribbled it out. And then the last question. Are there people that you hate? His response is, I do not have the right.
What the fuck?
Very interesting, very interesting. As well with these, we have some... So I tried my best to... I checked the comments of each video, you know, and since the other trials are coming out, people are putting recent comments. I tried my best to get comments that were when the video came out, which is 4 years ago. So I've kind of curated them for you. So here are some of the fans' thoughts. Potentially developmental issues. Maybe he has some developmental issues.
Yeah.
Like we saw like the drawings in there and stuff like that. Maybe he was a bit more of a tough child to raise up. One theory had it that like maybe he was such a tough child that the father left, and because the father left, the mother kind of resents the kid. So at first the kid loved his mom, and then he like was almost felt guilty because this mom had the resentment because maybe potentially a father left. Some people were wondering, oh, does he have a disability maybe? Maybe he has a learning disability? One thing people pointed out is when he was answering the question and when he is singing in the music video, it's all simple words and simple kanji.
Okay.
Like elementary level. And he's answering these questions as, you know, like an older person, like seemingly like at least high school, could be older, but still he's using elementary, like, a way of writing. He's still like you could say like at a 5th grade level. He's like still writing at a 5th grade level, even though he should be in high school. One thing you mentioned it a little bit is being violent in the dreams. So some people had the theory of just like maybe he was taking out his frustrations in his dreams, and then he did it so much that when it happened he just kind of did it in real life, and then like the big realization there. And then another theory I saw is that going into the whole idea of just like, oh, maybe his mother started to resent him. Maybe he killed something to get noticed. Potentially, he was being so ignored that he maybe killed something to get noticed. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all the theories I could gather at the time. So with all this being said, kind of cooking up all the theories, all the thoughts. Does that change your perspective at all?
Honestly, I feel like the more clues that are revealed,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of still leaning towards guilty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
Specifically
lean
that
towards
question
guilty?
where it's asked like,
Mhm,
do you hate anyone? And then he's like, I don't even have the right to. And I'm like, Like, does he hate someone else? Does he hate himself for, I don't know, assumedly committing those crimes?
I'm in the crime, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
mother question is also telling. It could go different
Yeah.
ways. One could be like, we assume that he did in fact murder his mom, so whoops there. Another one, I don't know, maybe he ended up wait, sorry, can you go back to the question with the mother again? I forgot the exact phrasing.
Of course. Is there somebody you
Oh,
want
okay,
to
yeah.
see right now?
Mhm.
Yeah. So he wrote his mother.
Yeah, so alternatively, he could have committed a crime or acted out some very violent impulses in daycare
Yeah.
or something at school. Maybe he didn't actually kill anyone. Maybe he actually ended up badly hurting someone. But either way, it probably was enough for maybe that was the impetus for his mother to abandon him. And that's why he
okay.
can't see her.
Got it. Okay.
So I don't know. I
Alright.
there's a lot of clues that I can't decisively connect together. But for now, I feel like it's leaning a bit. If I were to weigh guilty and non-guilty on the scale, right? I feel like it's tipping very slightly towards guilty versus non-guilty, but I can't say decisively that he is guilty.
Okay.
So I will say I err on the side of guilty, if I had to pick one. But
Ari
yeah.
is going with guilty.
Mhm.
Ari is going with guilty. Okay. Oh man, I just kind of thought about this right now. I don't know. Do we want chat to kind of give their verdict? at all?
why not? Let's do
As
a
in,
poll,
like,
guys.
Do a little poll.
Yeah.
You want to do a little poll?
Let's do polls after I voice my final thoughts for each trial. I think that'd be fun.
Okay.
Uh,
The reason why I'm
mhm.
the reason why I'm asking now is the next page is what was the result from the people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we want to do this one right now.
Let's
or
do it right
what.
now.
So, chat, I'm curious what you guys think. Innocent or guilty?
Does the poll show up in your stream or does it show up in both of our streams?
I don't know. Start it. I'm curious.
I do not see it in mine.
Let's see. Let me start it. 2-minute poll and go.
Still not showing up. All right,
Okay.
chat. If you want to vote in the poll, just in case, go to Meteor's channel and vote there, and then come right back.
Unanswered because my opinions have been influenced since I know the results. That's fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Guilty as fuck. Seems like we're almost all unanimously saying guilty.
Yeah, it seems like from what I'm gathering, it seems like the takeaway is he's definitely not mentally all the way there, but at the end of the day, he still did the act, and even he himself kind of considers himself guilty because he feels like he doesn't have the right to be like, oh, I would like to see my mom again because he did indeed do the deed, right?
Thank you for the lyric, Bravo. Also, earlier, someone gave me a follow.
Oh.
Who was it? Himoto12, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Wanderlings. Welcome. Your soul is now mine. I'll nom on it. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow as well, Bravo.
Oh yeah, bro, that's from my chat, I think. Parling Ari, nice. Oh yeah, one thing we didn't mention, there's a lot of eyes in the imagery. In the little fan poster has it, and then when he's looking at the body, you can see a lot.
Yeah.
In the pool of quote unquote blood, there's like a lot of like painted eyes. There you go.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, I
interesting
did
imagery.
notice the eye imagery. Lots of eyes on him. Like he's constantly being watched or haunted by something.
Right. Oh yeah, another thought I had is because you talk about why do these things look photorealistic? A little theory I had is like, maybe all the photorealistic stuff is his dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other stuff that's like normally animated, like, that's just what happens.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Chat has voted. Chat has voted also guilty. Okay. So Ari says guilty. Chat says guilty. For Haruka.
Mm-hmm.
But what did the people vote for at the time? Drum roll, please. It is. He was innocent.
Oh,
A ratio
okay.
of 58 to 41%. I'm thinking the sentiment at the time was probably like, because you got to remember too, is depending on what we say, that's going to affect them later on.
Right.
So I think what people were thinking is that, okay, you did do this thing, but since you are not mentally well, like it's not fully on you, so maybe you can like recover a little bit. Because there's 3 trials, right? So maybe that was the thinking at the time. So
Because we don't know what happens at the end of the trial. Did they like get offed? Did they get trapped in prison
Yeah, we
forever?
still don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't know yet.
I simply judged on like the supposition that okay, so did they actually commit the crime they're being accused of or not?
Peaches goes, nah, they saw a baby. Maybe. That could also just be it.
I was the one, and oh hey, bravo. You were, well, at least the people back then were in agreement with you.
Ember says it could because they can't really blame him due to him having a mental illness. Right, yeah. Could be a reason that they voted innocent, yeah. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Ready for the next
Yeah.
one? Oop.
Hey, Chaos, thank you for the follow.
Nice. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, this is gonna be, what is her name? This is Kashiki Yuno.
You know?
Called
So is it
umbilical.
another crazy you know girly?
Is it? We'll gotta find out.
People who know Gasa you know.
Yeah, true. This one is called umbilical.
Oh, okay.
Umbilical. What does that mean?
Umbilical cord.
I wonder.
What is up with your balloon?
Oh yeah, we put subtitles at the top.
I see we went in a poppy direction with this song.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking it.
He has that vibe.
Scrolling through contacts, social media.
Has some social media posts.
Seems normal so far on the outside. Hold up, were there hearts inside of the balloon?
Ooh, were there? Seems normal so far.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I don't know, are you a bad girl?
Right? Yeah. Alright, is she?
I hope the decorations in her room are not important because I can barely tell what they are every second.
Right. Oh, fancy.
she's either rich or she has a partner who's rich, or she's, hear me out, chat, maybe getting sponsored. Again, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. There's also a lot of presents like building up on her staircase.
2 staircases. Oh, they're combining.
All right, it popped. Surprisingly, I'm not seeing any hints of like an actual murder crime. Oh, okay, never mind. She's falling.
She's falling. She's falling. Oh, the staircase is broken now.
Now she's on the ground. The balloon's gone. Third blurry staircase?
That's it. That's it.
That's it?
All right. All right.
Okay,
so...
listen, straight up, before we say anything.
Okay.
I deadass cannot say shit. I can't say if she's innocent or guilty because there is like little to no evidence at all.
Okay. Let's break it down. What do you think? Let's break it down. What do you think? All
right, yeah. So, as I said earlier, I think there are my 3 theories are: 1, she's just completely normal. She's rich, or she has family that gives her rich gifts. That's like the little out there theory. I don't buy into it, to be completely honest. Number 2. She has a rich boyfriend, or she goes around targeting a bunch of rich boyfriends so that she can go see like all those touristy kind of like upscale places. Number 3, and this is the really dark, like more insidious one.
Got it. Okay.
You know those horror stories about like Instagram models or fashion influencers, yada yada. Like on the surface, like they look like they're living the life, but in secret they're, you know.
Gotcha.
Let's say they're not only doing influencing as their job.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Let's say to put it lightly, they might be doing some sex work or some things like that. So that could be the dark. That's my darkest theory.
The dark one. Okay.
Which I think it could be plausible. But what I'm trying to fit into that is, so she's like, there was one staircase at first, and then there was a second one. And then, of course, at the end, there was like a third blurry one. At some point, she was so high up that she tripped on something, or she fell off the staircase, or maybe she was pushed off the staircase. I don't know.
Maybe.
She didn't land, which suggests that she was able to get back on her feet after whatever setback she went through. But then that balloon that she was always holding, it did pop. There were like a bunch of smaller plushies or balloons in it, including one with a heart. I actually want to see that again.
Here we go, right here.
Yeah.
She squeezes it. And it doesn't quite break, but then it does. So, important question. Who do you think died here? Who died? We all know that they're murderers, so somebody had to die.
Did she break the stairs? If only she was so OP.
This one's hard to tell, so I'm gonna try to like push you in a certain direction. So think about what the music video is called. It's called Umbilical.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm trying to fit in.
You have the whole theory about like maybe the whole dating thing, and let's take another look at these staircases, because these staircases are supposed to represent something. A little something that's maybe in the human body.
Oh,
maybe.
Like DNA?
And then they're coming together? Are you picking it up?
Okay.
The DNA, the staircases are combining. Are we picking it up?
Okay.
Could that be?
So the baby, huh?
Uh-huh.
But that begs the question. If she just had an abortion, about to get real political here.
Yeah, we've caught up, man. We've caught up. Okay, so that's right. So we found the one who has died. We've located them. So with that in mind, what's your first reaction to that? If that indeed did happen, right? This is all.
Okay, here. So if it's an abortion, let's say she caught it as soon as she possibly could. I'm saying not guilty. If she did not want to have the baby, then if she can't physically, take care of a baby, then nothing wrong with that. It's just in my opinion, it's a clump of biological cells. Especially if it cannot survive outside the womb, then literally, what are you supposed to do then? Now, if she gave birth to the baby and then she killed it, that would be a different story altogether. But there's nothing, at least to my knowledge right now, that would assume that the latter happened.
Gotcha.
So, for now, I'm going strongly not guilty. Innocent.
Okay, so innocent for the first reaction. Let's get into the little bit extra context here.
Or even if she just had a miscarriage, I would still put that not guilty.
Could it be that? Yeah, could it be that? Could it be that? Okay, so one question here. What is the difference between like and love? She responded, isn't it a state? Isn't liking a state and isn't loving a feeling? She was asked, are there people that you hate? She says, people who like to give lectures. That's people that she hates.
Okay.
Very interesting. Third question, is there something you regret? Her response is, even if you do, it is what it is, right? And then the final question that I curated, how do you choose what clothes to wear? And she says, I would just adjust with who I'm with.
Okay. So most of these answers are kind of implying a personality that is very, how do I put it? Happy-go-lucky to an extent.
Yeah,
she kind of
vapid,
molds herself to fit whoever she's going with. She's going with the flow.
To go with the flow, right? Right? Definitely going with the flow here.
What I want to kind of focus in on is it liking a state and loving a feeling? And also, even if you do regret something, it is what it is, right?
So...
Actually, specifically the first one.
Yeah. Isn't liking a state and loving a feeling. What do you think of? What do you think about that answer, actually? You personally?
I don't know. My first reaction was, wouldn't it be more... I mean, technically love is a feeling, right? But my first reaction on hearing that was wouldn't it be more of the opposite?
Oh, you think so? Is it, loving a state and liking a feeling? I would actually agree.
Yeah.
With you. I would actually agree with you. Yeah.
The reason I say that is because when you say oh, I like candy, or I like reading books, or I like this guy, that's something that could that's how you feel about that in the moment. But that could completely change tomorrow. I don't know, maybe that guy did something stupid, I don't know. He ran naked across school campus and you're oh, disgusting. I don't like him anymore. Or maybe I like reading books. That could be a favorite hobby of yours, right? But in a couple of years, maybe instead you'll watching Netflix shows or something instead of reading books. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's you feel that in the moment, but that could change at any time. But if you love something, that implies a state of permanence.
Right, you're in the state.
Those are things that cannot be easily changed unless something drastic happens. I love my family. You are probably going to love them until the end of time, unless they do something incredibly horrible and disturbing to you. God forbid that doesn't happen, but yeah.
Of course, yeah.
When you say love something, that implies a sense of gravity.
I agree.
Now, the second question that I want to focus on is there something you regret? Even if you do, it is what it is, right? It's
A
not
bit dismissive.
yeah,
A bit
yeah. It's kind of dismissive. It's not like a completely bad position to take. Like, in a sense, you can interpret it as like, oh well, even if you regret something in the past, like it already happened, so you should just like keep moving forward. Like, yeah, you could reflect on
have a
it.
positive angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this can definitely have a positive angle, but I think it's interesting coming from her mouth because it's just like, I wonder, you know, if that how she kind of wants to feel about the situation. I wonder. Like, she wants to feel like it is what it is, like just kind of pass it by, like, you know, it just happened.
Yeah, that's a good point to raise. Like, so far I've been taking these answers as like 100%, but it could also just be a front for her.
Yeah,
like she could be acting very flippant about it.
Yeah. Very nice. All right, let us go into what people thought at the time.
Okay.
We got some. So we obviously, you kind of clocked most of these. We got the mother symbology, the DNA, the umbilical imagery, right? Potentially she was pregnant but terminated. The death in question being the child. The crime here was the abortion, or the murder / death, or whatever you want to call it, was the abortion. Did she blame the baby? Maybe potentially for one theory somebody had is that maybe the staircase breaking was not only symbolizing the baby, but maybe symbolizing whatever relationship this was.
Yeah. It felt a lot like, oh, my life is falling apart right now.
And one theory somebody had is, oh, does this new balloon, does that symbolize another guy? Somebody else? Is this, a thing for her to do? Like, is this something that she has done before?
I did feel a little bit like she was going through at least like a couple of relationships. Like the amount of gifts that were piling up on her staircase was like, that's a lot to be coming from one person unless he's loaded.
Yeah, there's a lot of gifts on the staircase, right? What is it? There was also nobody else on the other side of the staircase.
Right.
I just wonder what that means. It's like, oh, are these like memories of like the gifts, and then like the other person's not there, right? And then the pictures themselves, they started out pretty casual, you know, a little picture at Hachiko, and then different like little places that like, okay, you could see like seemingly she's probably like a high schooler or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, they would go on these type of dates, but then it gets a little bit more interesting here, like now in like a very nice car, right? A very nice car. Now she's in a very fancy restaurant,
bar,
yeah, karaoke and things like that. So it's just like, you know, like kind of like you had in your one theory is like, oh, is she, you know, being paid to do this type of stuff? Maybe. Maybe like, kind of like an escort service. Right? Like a type of escort type of situation. That was one thing, right? Another theory somebody had is, okay, what if it wasn't her baby? What if the person she was in love with was in a relationship, paid for her services, she was catching feelings for that person, and when she found out about his real relationship, she, you know, their baby, to try and get with him. It's a theory somebody had.
I don't know if that holds up. Like, I don't. Like, obviously, the balloon that she's squeezing in, like everything flying out, in a sense, I think is symbolizing a child.
Right.
But there's nothing to imply that it could be someone else's. She's always been carrying it with her since the beginning of the music video.
True.
And that's the catcher point for me here.
Cool. Good. Yeah. What else we got here? Staircase breaking, yeah. Balloon saving equals a new guy, yeah. Oh yeah. Then the three. So we started with 2 DNA spirals that came together to create a new one. So what is this third DNA spiral after the fact? Because this is after the fact of everything happening. And that one's a bit more faded as well. Is it simply faded as in it's gone now, but it's already broken, so maybe not. could that mean?
If we're gonna go along with the theory that she found a new guy at the end, maybe it's a new baby along the way.
Oh, it's like
that's my crack theory out there. Like, what if each of these staircases are like the number of babies that she's had to abort or will abort in the future?
Oh, okay. Yeah, like again, like this is a process that she's because the balloon she starts with is the balloon she ends with.
Yes.
She starts with the kind of beige balloon. It gets filled up with the stuff middle way through, and then by the end, while she's falling, she gets saved by the final balloon, and then ends with it. Okay. Well, with the extra context, I will ask the chat as well.
All right, poll time, guys. For me, though, I'm gonna maintain innocence. Unless, there's still no evidence to imply that she murdered a baby after it was born. And maybe it's just like a philosophical position for me, but like, unless she did it like extremely late term or something, I don't think like an abortion should be considered as murder, especially it's a very early term. So like, even if she might act flippant about it, and it's kind of like, maybe it might be a little questionable for some people, which is valid. But in a sense, like, she didn't actually do anything wrong, even if she might have like the wrong idea going about it to some people.
And as well, like, who's to say that like this wasn't only her choice as well, right?
Yeah, like
maybe maybe potentially it was a lot of opinions of whoever this father was. Right?
Yeah, there was the question about like people who give her lectures.
Oh yeah, like let's go back to who does she not like? People that say lectures.
Yeah,
like,
so is it her parents like scolding her for what they think are her bad life choices? Maybe it's the boyfriend or the person she's escorting being like, you can't have this baby, it'd be bad for my reputation, yada yada yada. I'll sue you if you have the baby, yada yada yada.
Oh, yeah, could be. Someone on YouTube asked, did she also kill the father of the baby too? I don't know. Did she?
Did she? Nothing to imply that she did, but...
Peaches on on Twitch. It seemed that having a baby would stop from being that person or future people. Love doesn't come from actual unconditional love, but attention. A child would get in the way. Ooh,
yeah.
Interesting.
That's the kind of feeling I got from this. Like, still, I maintain that she didn't do anything wrong, but she doesn't really view like the child as something to love. It's more like an obstacle in her living like the kind of flashy, upscale life that she wants.
Yeah. Very interesting. I didn't think about that angle, but honestly, it does seem like she's kind of living this very like going out, doing whatever, having fun type of lifestyle. Very interesting.
To be honest, like, if that's the correct direction, then I would still maintain that she did nothing wrong, because she is not fit to have a kid. If that's the way she's gonna act about it.
Ultimately, that is a very important thing to consider too. She's probably in high school and probably, if she did have a kid, that probably wouldn't maybe be the smartest thing to do. All right, so we got a double innocent from Ari and from the chat. Okay, but what did the people vote for? Let's see. At the time, the people gave Yuno an innocent rating.
Let's
51,
go.
A lot closer to 50-50 than Haruka.
To be fair, it is a very highly controversial topic in Japan.
Yeah, closest one, 51-48. So yeah, a couple of votes could have changed that very easily. But yeah, I think in general, I can assume most people had the opinion that you're sharing, which is just like, at the end of the day, even if she did decide to do that, maybe she did indeed do it like early on enough where like, yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? And then, abortion isn't a murder. Right, and then, it's like, this is, in terms of like legality, right? In terms of legality, it could have been perfectly legal for her to do, right? Just from like the what do we call it? The aspect of like the law, right?
To be honest, I didn't even think about the law in that scenario. It's just like,
Right. Yeah, that's an important thing to note too. So Milgram determines murder by just you have killed somebody. Right?
Yeah.
That's plainly stating it, which is like, you know, the law is like and I think that's why this is such an important case for Milgram to put in there, because, you know, laws can be very different, right? Laws can be very different. So very interesting.
Yeah, I can kind of see like the thread as a societal commentary that DECO 27 and company are inserting into these trial videos. It's a lot of different, like, definitely very controversial topics, but that's the thing. Controversy always breeds discussion. It's good for us to be discussing these topics and finding where we land on these issues. And considering perspectives that we haven't had before.
Yeah. And also I want to say regarding the music video, I was in the same boat as you. I was like, I don't understand anything. Like, what? Who killed anybody? What's happening? Like, I had to scroll into the comments and be like, oh, it's about abortion. It's like, oh wait, what? It is? And I looked back and it's like, oh shoot, it is.
Me deadass forgetting the title of the song immediately.
No, legit. I was like, oh right, it's called umbilical, of course, like the umbilical. Yeah. I think So for me personally, I would agree with pretty much more or less what you guys are saying here. At least based on this music video, right? Based on this music video, if it is indeed the crime was termination, I think, you know, it did happen, but I do think she's like, all right,
yeah.
Let us head out.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. This next one, I think this is my favorite one of the early ones.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Yeah. This one's really, really good. Okay.
Bring it on.
Especially the music video. I think, like, music video-wise, this one's, like, my favorite video. Okay. Let's get started. This is... oh my goodness. Names are hard. Kajiyama Futa.
Futa. Okay.
Kajiyama Futa.
That one... For those of you who know... I went in a completely different direction when I heard Futa. If you know, you know.
Two U's. Alright, this is Bring It On.
Oh my god, Dan Dan Dan! Hit anime series Dan Dan Dan!
True. Bring it on.
Alright, Bro's a gamer, I think. Maybe. Alright, where are you headed? Comment section of YouTube. Oh, never mind, it's Twitter.
Yeah, the retweet, I think, is it.
Alright, so retro arcade machines, I think. The vocals are fire in this song so far, though.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
If only I could read kanji.
Right, yeah. Doing his dailies, yeah.
Gotcha! He's a gotcha gamer, guys! He's one of us!
He is a gamer, yep.
Okay. Maybe hero complex? I know you said not to pay attention to the lyrics, but I'm just like, Bro likes his video games too much.
Pay attention to the lyrics. Lyrics are important.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're important. A lot of times they are the singer too. What's happening here?
Oh, looks like a teacher's getting harassed. Did he do something to the male teacher? Wanted. The
flame sword.
He's gonna set everything on fire. Why do I feel like he probably went down the vigilante path? Oh, okay. I was not expecting that drop. It's the boss area, the boss castle.
Someone else he says innocent. It's funny.
Warped game UI. What could that possibly mean?
Oh, you wanted poster.
Looks like a humanoid figure.
Like a lich.
1,000 hits? More than 1,000 hits.
More than 1,000. Oh. Uh-oh.
Did he kill the wrong person? Or did he realize what he did and now he's regretting it? Trying to bury the evidence? Or no? Still has the phone here.
There it is. All right, bring it on.
Can you go back to the second wanted poster real quick? I couldn't tell what it was specifically.
Yeah, of course. Let us go back. So
Not the one with the dragon, but the...
This one? The like demon thing?
I saw that one. The one after that.
The one after this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was that one. This was, yeah, I think this is gonna be the lich looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you full screen for just quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
This has like a witch's hat situation, maybe.
That. Okay, so the way the music video was going, I honestly thought it was gonna be like the male sexual harasser that he'd be going over, but that second wanted poster makes me wonder if maybe bro's mentality was so worse that he thought that it was the woman's fault for the man coming on like that.
Ooh, okay. All right, yeah. Let's start going into it. First reaction, Kajiyama Futa. Okay. So some little bit of insult happening here, maybe? He is a gamer. He is a gamer.
And we all know, guys, all gamers are incels. They don't deserve to exist. Off every last one of them.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, not gonna lie. Okay, here's something that might help with any of the confusion. A little hint before we go into the real deep evidence. The game is not a real game. That's more like a representation. Yeah, the game bits are not a real video game.
Yeah, I had a feeling like even if it were a real video game, it was more like symbolic of his actions rather than anything real going on.
Yeah. Is it almost like an analogy? So yeah, first thoughts, first reactions. What you think?
I really like the song. I really like the death metal screeches.
Yeah, it's great.
I think the guy is cute before the incel implications.
Right.
I have a tension headache. Those are the three thoughts going on in my head right now.
No problem.
Thank you for the lurk, purrs.
Steelers. Enjoy the lurk. See what chat's saying.
Yeah, the song was going very hard, Bravo. I agree.
It did. Someone getting in the way and annoying. So let's go back to, I think that that one and the teacher one I feel like is the most like, okay, here we go. So let's go back to the teacher scene. So the thing going on here, right? He sees this happening, right? He sees what's obviously a teacher trying to hit on somebody trying to hit on. Obviously, she feels very uncomfortable. Does not want this going on. Of course. Now he's fired up, right?
Yeah.
He's fired up. and he puts out a wanted poster. Right? He puts out a wanted poster. What could that mean?
Depicted as a two-horned devil dragon man? I assume it's a man.
He just says, seems he got into some Twitter hating spree. Okay. Or at least went to expose somebody and was doing good. That could validate him and do and say things online. Maybe that harassment made the person off themselves. There you go. Okay.
Oh.
I see the angle. So what Peaches is saying is he's like a vigilante, right? He sees the people harassing, right? You see the little Twitter post here on the left?
Oh, okay, so that must be his Twitter account then.
And so let's say he's making a Twitter post. He's like, yeah, this guy was like, harassing this girl. And then a lot of the comments are just like, what a scumbag. This guy sucks, right? Like pretty much he's like, he's showing all these people like, let's cancel this guy, right? And then this is what all the party members are. Party members is like, okay, let's take this guy down. And what does he equip? A flaming sword. He's literally flaming, right? He's flaming.
Yeah, he's setting fire to anything in his path. But then the wanted poster shifts to a witch.
And one more other thing to point out that I noticed on the Fierce viewing, in the early fight, when he beats the enemy, you notice they're still right there. They're just knocked out with like little birds, right? Almost like Twitter birds. Yeah. Then let's go to the demon, right? It happens again, right? The demon is knocked out. Yeah. But we head to the final one. That's not so much the case.
Yeah, it's like completely guts spilling out.
Got everything spilled out, broken, everything, right? And of course the people are gone, right? So, the question, who do we think died here?
There's a couple thoughts I have. The first one is we could interpret it as the witch in the wanted poster is the woman. Like, let's say the flame wars like successfully knocked out harasser dude, right? But then with the current culture wars, that can very easily turn fire. Like, let's say the people who think like harasser dude, they saw what happened, they rose up, they started attacking the teacher online, and that vitriol caused her to off herself.
Okay, interesting.
That's one thought. The other thought could be, it could be backlash against redhead Futa here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like almost like the Salem witch trials in a sense. Like, he's being branded as like a criminal. Basically this is all being pinned on him. Or we could take this even more metaphorically and be like, oh, the monster that was killed at the end of the music video, what if that's him? What if that's the death of some sort of innate value he had? Because clearly we do see him realize at the end, oh, wait a second, hold up. Something's dead here. And he recoils.
Right, he recoils, and then
the phone has a little glitch moment there. And then he's scrolling through the comments at the end.
Instead of before in the music video, whenever he would look at the phone, he'd almost like get excited, right? He's
and now he's dreading it. He's like, he's doom scrolling now. He's become a true gamer, otaku, no life. He's doom scrolling at night.
Right. Okay. So initial thought, innocent or guilty, initial thought.
Oh, the situation is so complex. I don't know what to go for.
This is a tough one. This one's a tough one. Without the extra context.
Yeah, without knowing who actually dies at the end.
Right.
I can't quite make a decision.
Gut reaction. Gut reaction.
If we go with the woman who died, I don't think it's his fault for, you know, everything that she went through. Maybe there was a way for him to contain the flame wars to an extent so it doesn't like affect her as much, but you know, it's the internet. It's once you post something, it's largely out of your control.
It's there forever. Yep.
Yeah. If it's not her and it's someone else, like I don't know, maybe the harasser dude offed himself. And maybe he got backlash for that.
That's going too far than just getting knocked out. Right?
Yeah.
Went too far.
But is he still responsible for that? Considering that harasser dude, you know, was kind of low-key committing a crime of sorts.
He was a creep.
Yeah. Like, maybe creeps just deserve what comes for them. Like, maybe...
Karma. It's good karma.
Or maybe creep was just such a coward that he couldn't, like, face his own mistakes and own up to them. And instead he chose, like, the cowardly way out. Is that still his fault, then? Who does fault, I mean.
Yeah. Is it?
I'm gonna lean on the side of innocent for this, but I need more context.
Innocent for right now? All right, of course. Before we go into more context, Peaches says, maybe it was a woman teacher who'd off herself the embarrassment. Either of them could have offed themselves because they were exposed. When the people who also stood beside him were exposing him, disappeared after things got real. After things got real. That's a good point. They turned on him. Can we choose all of the above? No, you need to choose one. Unless you can somehow get millions of internet people to all vote 50-50, no.
You can maybe game a Twitter poll, but YouTube comments, nah.
I don't think it's his fault. I mean, intent means nothing when what's done is done. However, he's not solely responsible. If so, pinning it on him alone is not fair. Not enough evidence for me to say 100%. Okay. All right. So here's some more info. We have some questions asked for him. They asked, what's his favorite spot? He responds a bit like an arcade. Nah, these days there are more idiots. They're screwed. Real screwed. There we go. Question asked, do you have any apologetic feelings for who you killed? His response, I never killed anyone. Didn't you hear me? I thought you were a guard. Very interesting response.
First time we've been called out.
The third one, can you forgive the other prisoners' murderers? Also something to know, I don't know if I said this yet. The prisoners all interact with each other, like they all live together and like eat food and like some of them hang out. So yeah, they've all I assume they all talked at some point and like know certain things about each other. But yeah, can you forgive the other prisoners' murderers? He says, those who resort to violence are scum. They do it because they're stupid.
That's an interesting position to have.
Final question. What do you want to be when you grow up? He says, in the current society, no matter what you do, rubbish, I'll just go with the flow.
I mean, he's not completely wrong on that last one, but... Society is so fickle, man. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
For real, he's a loner though. He's speaking facts with a chill guy. Okay. Anything for this one, or shall we go to the theories?
I think I'm gonna stick with innocence.
Okay. Cool.
The music video, not enough evidence from there. With these questions, I'm of the opinion that maybe he was a little bit of a misguided online vigilante, but he maintains that he didn't kill anyone.
That is
So
true.
physically, he did not kill anyone. So really, the question here is, do we hold him responsible for any? How should I put this? Any deaths that happened as a result of like the flame wars, the cancel wars that he caused.
Gotcha. All right. Let's take a look at these theories. So, some fan theories. We were clocking it at the end there. So what's happening? Of course, the video game isn't real. So he's canceling / exposing people online. The party members, quote unquote, are all the likes and comments that he's getting, right? The people on his side. The bosses are the people that he's canceling. And talked about this as well. The first boss gets knocked out, the second boss gets knocked out, and then the third boss, of course, is dead. The victims were just canceled at first, but the final boss is dead. Yeah, he's literally flaming his enemies. Something interesting that I noticed is, if you notice during the final boss, when he slashes through it, it actually doesn't do much damage to the boss. The boss actually has full HP for the long time, and he's already used up all of his MP. So the boss is still... So, again, going into the theory you were talking about of just, like, maybe all he did was just point out this person, but it was the fans, right? It was the comments and other people who went hard with the harassment. Like, maybe all he did was do the initial exposure, but, you know, the people he incited, those were the ones that were really, really...
Yeah, I think that could be it.
And then if that is true, the people leave him to pin most of the blame on him once they figure out, oh, this person has taken their life.
They're just saving their own asses, their own pines.
Right, because he's the one that's because for them they're just like, oh shoot, this actually we're bailing out here, right? But he's the one that started it, and so because he's the one that started, he's almost kind of like left to be like, oh well, this is what you do normally. This is your think of it as like content, right? This is your content. So of course you're the one that started this. This is all your fault. Yeah. He started it kind of a deal. Right.
I might be on the wrong, but Weirdo brought all of this on himself, teacher or whatever harasser. I mean, like, I don't think anyone has sympathy for creeps like him, no matter what ends up happening to them.
And yeah, and that's the thing too. Maybe some of the earlier stuff was actually quite heroic, right? Like the harassing teacher, maybe he got that harassing teacher fired and he's not harassing anybody else at that. But it could also come with an ego as well. One good thing, then you get an ego, and now you're just like, maybe he was
reasons
looking for,
why I said like misguided online vigilante, right? Like he might have started out with good intentions, but like, is he doing it now for like the attention? Intentions morph into attention wanting. But maybe, even then, does that really like pin the blame on him ultimately?
Right? That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Ultimately, I'm gonna say innocence.
Okay. Alright, chat, what do you guys think? Start it up. Very curious what you guys think. Innocent or guilty?
Remember that the poll's on Meteor's channel, guys.
Polls up. You got internet cyberbully, I guess you could call him. in a certain sense, you could call it cyberbully. Is he innocent of the crime? Yeah, first time watching, I had no idea what was happening. What? Video game? What? What's happening? I have no idea what's going on here.
We're teaching kids media literacy through the power of Vocaloid producer music magic.
I think if they're innocent or guilty for using this music video in Q&As, yeah, I'm gonna go. Alright, see you, Bella. I say innocent under favoritism. Fair. Your explanations made everything more clear. Let's see how the chat's doing with this. A lot of people are innocent. Far on the innocent. Nobody's on guilty. Nobody's on the side of guilty.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like they're starting out with like more sympathetic stories in this series, and I feel like it'll probably get more twisted as the rest of the cast gets revealed.
It could also be a bias too. It could also be a bias. Maybe these music videos are made to show them in like a little bit more like a bias kind of light. Could be. All right, yeah, it's looking like it's innocent for the chat. All right, so we got another double innocent, I think. Yeah. Or Futa with 2 U's. Got another double innocent. But how did the people vote at the time? Let us see.
I'm curious for this one.
The people voted. This is our first guilty with a 55-44. Our first guilty.
I feel like I might understand why. there's a lot of this kind of mentality in K-pop spaces, for example, where there's a lot of YouTubers who do like exposes, whether they're true or fake, and they cause a lot of, you know, defamity for the idols involved. Obviously, the ones that like actually make up rumors, they're not seen in a like, you know, a positive light. But in Korea, for example, even if you say you accuse someone of something and that accusation is true, they can sue you back for defaming their character and reputation.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Kristen, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Bonjolis. As an example, there's a case going on in South Korea right now. You guys may have heard of the actor Kim Soo-hyun.
Oh.
He acted in the dramas It's Okay Not to Be Okay, and most recently, Queen of Tears. Now, there's another actress you may or may not have heard of called Kim Se-ron. She was a very famous child actress, seen as an actress prodigy. Following a drunk driver incident, and a lot of vitriol being lobbied her way, she eventually took her own life, I think about a year or two later.
Oh,
and then this year, her family brought forth accusations. They could only do this because so they could sue like a YouTuber who was spreading like malicious rumors about her. But basically, the accusation that they brought out was Kim Soo-hyun was dating Kim Se-ron while she was like legitimately in her teens, like 14 years old, and he was a grown-ass man. Now, obviously, he got out his own press conference, issued statements being like, I didn't do this. They're accusing me of falsehoods. And then he's like, I'm suing them back. I'm suing the family back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because that accusation can actually damage his career, there's a pretty good chance that his family will have to pay hefty fines in court, regardless of whether like the accusations against him are true or false.
True or false.
But yeah, I bring this example up because like this is the mentality that like I think a lot of netizens have in East Asia. Like if you go around spreading like inflammatory accusations against people and eventually it causes them to like take their life or causes like great damage to their career, you're usually seen as like you yourself, like the social media influencer or whatever. You're the main culprit behind it. You're the one to pin all the blame on.
Right.
So I can see why they voted him as guilty. Do I agree with it? Yeah. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat of just like, yeah, personally for me, I would say he's innocent. But I do understand this angle because like, I would say like he's innocent, but he's not innocent for everything because like you can clearly see it started to get to his head.
Yeah.
He started out like doing this more like for vigilante justice, like he stopped the creep. But I do think it is very telling that we don't know who the last person was.
Yes.
I think we were making some implications and maybe it could have been the woman, but it could have been anybody. And the fact that it's not part of the music video almost makes me think like, are you hiding who this is? Are you maybe hiding who
like
this
why are you
last
being
person?
deliberately vague about it?
And he's very like, it's almost like, and with the questions, like he's so adamant he didn't do it. It's almost like when somebody is so adamant about something, it's like, okay, I feel like it's your fault because like I just get this feeling because you're so adamant.
Mice asks, I thought Korea needed that accusation to be false for it to be defamatory. No, you only need to prove in court that they caused lasting damage to you in some way, and that's defamatory. Interesting. It's why the court system, the justice system in Korea is very it's not very good. I mean, we got our president impeached, yay! But in like a lot of civilian cases, let's just say there's not enough faith in the judicial court. I mean, if you are, for example, like a rapist or a pedophile, like you'll maybe get a maximum of like 8 years in prison or 10 years in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think Japan might have something similar.
Huh.
And then if you're caught doing drugs, you can spend the rest of your life in prison.
Yeah,
that's how differently they weigh the gravitas of such cases. It might be a case of like, I don't know, the way the Constitution or the laws were originally written, but I don't think those are getting revised anytime soon.
Oh, That's intense.
Mhm.
That is intense. Crazy. Okay. Shall we go to the next?
Yeah.
All right. This is the next one. Oh, this one is very interesting.
Okay.
This is really, really interesting. This is going to be Kusunoki Mew. Kusunoki Mew called After Pain. Here we go.
All right.
After Pain. Let me put the subtitles at the top. We should just auto-save to that, but whatever. Alright, let's do it.
Oh, this feels like a very classic Vocaloid song.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that melancholic poppy feel.
Oh yeah, we got the school setting and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mayhaps a bullying victim?
Oh, mayhaps. There are some school supplies up there.
Gooey hourglass, eh? Guys, I'm adding this to my sad pop Vocaloid banger playlist later.
It's a good song. It is a good song.
Alright, mayhaps are potential bullies? Standing in front of her? She's trapped inside the hourglass. But then she's saying, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's like acid in the sand.
Messages? Text messages? If you're going to make me the villain... Was she framed? Or maybe she's being claimed. She's claiming that she's being framed?
I wonder.
Oh, so they were all friends at one point.
Yeah. What happened? What changed?
Counts as that being a suicide note. I love you.
What?
Chat, I think she might be a little bit of a yandere.
All right. There we go. That is After Pain. Initial thoughts?
I've been doing so much thinking tonight. My head hurts.
Sorry.
My brain is a little smooth. I feel like someone's been taking sandpaper to my brain and then like rubbing all the creases out so that it becomes shiny and polished like a pebble.
Okay.
I definitely think the beginning of the music video is a red herring of sorts.
Ooh, interesting thought. Okay.
I also know they all used to be friends at some point, so clearly there was something that happened between Mew and gray-haired girl that drove them all apart. So that's the main conflict here.
And I will note something. I don't know if you clocked it or not. Let me find the phone. Where's the phone photo? There it is. So here we have all the girls on the phone photo. That final girl is not part of this group. I just want to point that out. That final girl is not part of the group.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just pointing that out.
Counterattack is a suicide note, and I love you. These are the two lines from that song that stuck out to me the most.
Okay.
The way that scene was portrayed when she meets up with the gray-haired girl, it almost reads as a confession of some sorts.
Ooh, okay, a little bit, yeah.
Confession, or like, it's either a romantic confession or like a confession like, oh, I'm so sorry for doing this. But specifically, I love you, and then the way it frames her, like her hand reaching out to the girl.
This line is very interesting. My sorry spells must be wearing off. Interesting.
So I think maybe they could have been friends. Maybe like she wasn't part of like, you know, the depicted friend group, but maybe they like knew each other outside of this.
Oh, okay. So maybe like
it's either a friendship or they were in a secret relationship.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So chat's saying, maybe she was bullied for being gay. Maybe. Bullied for being gay makes sense too. Sadly, killed them over there too. My game theory, says Peaches, is they were all friends until it got out that she liked the girl in the friend group, stalker, and they started hating on her. Or maybe that girl started the rumors out of jealousy since she isn't part of the friend group. Maybe they were friends and she left that one. Okay. Interesting. Let's see the extra context. Maybe this will help us a little bit. This one's an interesting one. Okay.
Yeah. I think for my first reaction, I'm gonna go with guilty. I think I'm very sure that Mew killed whoever it was.
Yeah.
Now the only
thing, first music video where we get to see it. Like it's
we
get to see it.
The only question is why she did it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that was something interesting. I noticed. I was like, oh shoot, we actually get to see it. Like that, we just get to see the crime.
Like it's possible that her reasons for committing the crime could put her in a sympathetic light, depending on the context that's shown later. But it still doesn't change the fact that she killed someone, and you just don't. Not like that.
Okay, here we go. So early verdict, guilty. All right. Okay, let's get some more info. So they were asked, what is a friend? She responds, someone who properly listens to what I have to say. Interesting. Second question, do you have any apologetic feelings for who you killed? She responds, the person who did the wrong thing first should apologize.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Very interesting. The person who did the wrong thing first should apologize.
So this is the case of, oh, she doesn't consider herself in the wrong. It's her victim.
What a take, yeah, but it's a very interesting take. Third question, is there something that you hate? She responds, scary people and ghosts. And right now, cool.
I mean, yeah, that tracks. No matter what happens, I think that would be a universal answer.
Final question here is, can you forgive the other prisoners' murders? She responds, if they had their own circumstances like me, it's understandable. Only you know your pain. So a lot of not blaming herself. Kind of similar to Fu almost. Selfish
If she's
IDK.
considering herself for the right, because like up to this point, I was like, oh, maybe Mew killed that girl in a way to like, as a way to retaliate against the rumors being spread about her.
Maybe.
But if she's implying that gray-haired girlie is the one in the wrong,
Yeah, the
It's
one who did the wrong
maybe-
thing first.
maybe
Yeah.
the murder victim was the one who spread the rumors about her.
Could be.
I do remember,
So now-
like, what was it? The phone, like, it drops to the floor at one point. There's, like, a picture of, like, those text messages that I think have some sort of happy tone. But then she steps on it.
Maybe looking. Yeah, I wonder. Is she looking at how the friend group used to be? Maybe some like memories type stuff.
Yeah, that one. Looks like a lipstick. Oh, it looks like
also
a
looks
Dior
like-
lipstick, actually.
It also looks like a lot of messages. Almost like this is a group chat for sure.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so this is the friend group chat.
With 4, yeah. Just like in the picture, there's 4.
And then she steps on the phone and is like, I'm gonna lock out these memories.
And if you notice the time, these are old messages. If you look at the time, the recent message was sent 2032, and the time right now is 1720. So minimum, it's been a day. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking they made a new group chat, maybe.
A new group chat?
Like this is the last message that was sent in the group chat, and then they just made a new one after maybe something happened.
Alright, new theory. I think Mew might be the one who's gay or lesbian. The gray-haired girl was the one she was crushing on, but she didn't return her feelings and instead spread rumors about her sexuality. And that's what caused everyone to turn on her.
Okay,
And then,
maybe.
in a fit of frustration and a lot of misguided thoughts, she ends up retaliating against gray-haired girl, and we know what happens at the end.
Right.
Like, they have a
There is something to
confrontation.
be
Yeah. Oh, no, go ahead.
And
Go
there
ahead.
is- I was gonna say there is something to be said about the fact that Mew is showing us the actual like action, the murder, right? Nobody else, even the first person, right? The first person we saw the action, but they hid who was being killed by like the images of the eyeballs and the paint. This is the first time we're seeing somebody bleed, right? This is the first time we're straight up seeing somebody bleed. We're seeing a body. Like she is choosing just straight up to show it to us. So, and then that does say something.
Yeah,
That does say
she's the
something.
first one actually owning up to it in the entire series, which I think is a
Yeah.
very interesting choice.
It's a very interesting choice. I agree. Yeah.
The only thing I can't wrap my head around is the lyric that is like counterattack is a suicide note. Like, did she threaten to kill herself?
Interesting thought. Yeah, that's true.
And there is
I'm
the
sorry.
imagery about her being like drowned out in the hourglass with the acid, almost like time is running out for her.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got the any thoughts about what the yeah. It's at first it was like piling on her that but then when she does the deed, it shatters. It shatters.
I wonder if it's like in a way symbolizing maybe like almost I don't know if it's internalized homophobia or just like the weight of the school's homophobia on her, especially with like all the school supplies floating up at the top of the acid. And then once
Yeah.
she does the murder deed and the hourglass shatters, it's like, oh, it's like none of that is even weighing on her anymore.
Interesting. Everything's bottling up whenever the main reason is. Yeah. Miss Mocha is busy. It's okay. All right. Let's get into the theories at the time. So there were a lot. There were
people. There were two kind of big kind of groups. People were going back and forth. This one was the craziest one in terms of... So here's some fan theories. Bullying, right? Bullying and potentially bullying taking way too far. The girl at the end was not part of the group. I mentioned that. So one comment said the target has moved because Moo protected the other girl. So they were saying that like somebody that they were, let's say, so this person had the theory that this group, like they were like the popular girls, right?
Yeah.
And they would bully people. And then they were saying that because of Moo, they had moved away. So then like they go on to the next person type of stuff.
Okay.
The next one talking about the lyrics, trying to say sorry, but sorry never reaching. So constantly her apologizing, but you know, going back to the whole like my I sorry spell will work anymore. So her I'm sorry is working anymore. Maybe it potentially we did before, but now it's not working anymore. A lyric, can't you hear I'm sorry, right? It's almost like this idea of like, oh, I'm apologizing for you, you have to forgive me, but the other person not accepting that forgiveness, right?
Right.
Maybe that's what's happening at the end. It's just like, I don't care you're saying, like maybe let's say the gray-haired girl is thinking, I don't care that you're sorry, I'm not gonna forgive you because you did. Maybe, potentially. But she's so enwrapped by like getting forgiveness that like that's why she does what she does. You clock this one too. She believes the other party is the victim. Oh, this is interesting. So there was an interesting theory about the hourglass, and they were saying the hourglass is like the bully victim and the bully, because an hourglass you can flip it up and down.
It's reversible.
It's very reversible. However, at the end, once it breaks, you can't reverse it anymore. It's that's a permanent action. You will never change. And so at the end of the day, it's ending with her, right? Full of like the sand and things like that.
Yeah.
She's broken the hourglass. There's no flip-flopping anymore. It's gonna be her now and then I want to comment. Moo is bullying the outsider, but oh yeah, then somebody had another theory that maybe Moo was the one bullying the gray-haired girl, but then became the target of the bullying because maybe she moved away. Going back to the previous theory, almost like the group of 4 girls would potentially bully the gray-haired girl, right? But maybe the gray-haired girl got bullied so much that she left school, right? She left school, and then because the target was no longer at school, the bullying shifted to Moo, and now Moo is just like, well, I don't want this bullying, like, you know, I'm gonna say sorry to you, like, accept my apology, right? Accept my apology. But she doesn't want to, and then, you know, she goes to that extent. So, those were all the theories at the time. Yeah, this one was definitely people on because this one had the most theories, too, about, like, what potentially could have... Bullying sucks. Indeed.
Bullying does suck. Did the gray-haired girl deserve to be killed over it? I don't know.
That's true. She did do the act. All right.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I don't know. My role as the guard, did they actually commit the murder or not? My vote is yes, she did. Guilty. I'm sympathetic if she was put in a bad situation. But instead of retaliating by killing someone, you try to get the adults involved, which I know is easier said than done, right? We have so many like stories about bullying in webtoons and manga and animes, but like that's like the only thing you can do at that point. Try to get people in authority involved. Try to get your family involved. Don't fucking commit murder over it.
Yeah, you go way too far. You go way too far. Yeah, that's true.
It depends if the adults even wanted to do anything. I mean, even then,
she could have been taken out of the school if she was being bullied, like Moo.
Yeah, like, I can understand wanting to take justice into your own hands, but I would never go so far as to, like, outright kill someone for it.
Yeah, no, let's not go to that level.
Like,
right?
you will land in prison for that, and the other people will just live the rest of their lives normal and scot-free and without a shred of guilt. That's not worth doing to yourself.
Yep. Okay, this is the first time that Ari and the chat have disagreed. So Ari says guilty, but the chat is going innocent. Very interesting.
안녕. Hi Vina, thank you for peeking in. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. Sometimes you feel very sympathetic to a character, so you're like, in my heart they're innocent. Or maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe some of y'all really do think that she didn't do anything wrong or didn't kill anyone, in which I'm like, yeah, that might be where we have to agree to disagree.
So for me personally, before we go into what happened revealed, I'm more on the side of guilty because of the questions. The questions, her attitude about those questions just put me in a space where I'm just like, I feel like I don't trust. Like, the fact that, like, when she, let's go back to it for a little bit. This question, do you have any apologetic feelings for who you killed? The fact that she has no sympathy for the person that she actually killed. And she goes like, oh, what's more important is that the first person should apologize. It's like, you're a little bit too concerned about this apology more than the fact that you straight up killed somebody. Like, you're focusing on the wrong problems here. And it's like, yeah, it's very sad.
I mean, I would understand if the person she murdered, like, I don't know, murdered one of her siblings or something, right? Like, eye for an eye. Right. But the weight of both girls' crimes do not equal each other out. What if she lied in the questions? I mean, she could have. We don't know.
She could have. This is true. Right? There's intention behind every answer. Okay. Let us see.
What was the verdict?
The verdict was, she was voted innocent. Very close. 50.31.
Good God.
So close.
All right, I actually was not expecting that verdict.
People were split. The people were split on this one. Like, a couple hundred votes could have changed it. People were very, very split. Which is what we saw today. Like, you were split with the chat.
Yep.
We saw it today.
It's very polarizing. I can see why.
Very interesting. All right. How we feeling? Shall we do another?
I need a 5-minute break.
Right. I use the bathroom too. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a 5-minute breather. I'll yap with chat while you do bathroom shenanigans. Hey guys, how are we doing? How are we feeling about the reaction so far? Soul to recharge. Thank you for soul morsel. I'm actually feeling kind of tired. I don't know if we're gonna end up finishing the first trial tonight. I thought it'd take like 3 hours. So far, it's been like almost 3 hours, and I think we're only like a third of the way through. Anyways, thank you, 감사. Hi, Kiryu. Hello, how are you doing? I have been enjoying Milgram so far, though. Lots of banger songs, lots of great theorizing. I love getting my head to work. I love cranking out theories about mysterious incidents. So this is scratching that itch I've had for a while. Ari, bathroom shenanigans. I actually technically should run as well. Meteor is gone because it's been 3 hours. Y'all might be running into pre-rolls. So you all need to go get some water, go use the bathroom yourself. This is probably your best opportunity to do so, because when Meteor comes back, I'm gonna forget about ad breaks and my own bathroom breaks. Anyways, see you on the other side. Ari is always right. I don't know about that. Sometimes I'm wrong. I didn't even know what this was till 5 minutes ago, but I love it. So I keep coming back when I should eat. Here's an idea. Here's an idea, Bravo. Eat and listen at the same time. You can multitask. Tired since I got back from work. I have no idea what Milgram is. So Milgram is an interactive music project created by DECO 27 in collaboration with other people, but I believe all of the songs in this project are his. And basically you, the viewer of these videos, are kind of acting as the guard in this fictional prison. There are 10 prisoners. They're all being accused of murder. you have to decide through the music videos and certain audio drama lines whether they are guilty or not guilty of the murder. I'm gonna yap my thoughts. I'm bad at multitasking. You can yap and eat at the same time. Just shove a forkful, a spoonful of food into your mouth, and while you're chewing, you type.
Okay, I am back.
Yeah, welcome back. My ads finish in like a minute and a half, so let's just wait for that to finish.
I should probably play my ads. They're about to start. Yeah, okay, let me do that. How are you enjoying it so far? Are you enjoying it so far?
I am. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, but they're very, very engaging so far.
Cool. Yeah, I'll try my best to put the like presentation together, everything, so like everything's nice and digestible.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You've clearly put a lot of work into it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. Gotta give Ari the good experience.
It makes me want to try making my own presentation for like if we ever react to other things in the future.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was very excited for this. So I was like, I gotta put the effort.
The thing is, like, that's ironic because by day I'm supposed to be a UX UI designer, but I am so bad at making PowerPoint slides. I'll import things from like SlidesGo or something, and then I'm like, okay, how do I make a slide? It's one of the tools of the trade. We're supposed to present our work. I don't know how to put together nice looking slides.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't really either. I'm just like, I hope this looks good. It looks somewhat symmetrical. It looks good, I guess. I hope.
The aesthetic is very on point. I like.
Thank you.
Taco Bell ads. You know what, Taco?
They work.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite so far? Favorite music video or?
I think song-wise, I think my favorite song is either the second one or the fourth one.
Oh, umbilical or
the Moo one.
Oh yeah, the Moo one. Yeah, the one that just played.
Yeah, I am a sucker for poppy songs that have an undertone of melancholy to them.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Yeah.
That is probably why Lemon by Kenshi Yonezu is so popular. Bro's an actual Vocaloid producer. Oh my god, it tracks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to see how Gang is doing. Oh, hey Lola. Yeah. Are you back later? All right, see you, Tay.
But like visual-wise, or actually not really visual-wise, story-wise, I think my favorite case might. This is a tough one. I think either the first or the third one.
Ooh, which was the third one again?
I think the third one was the one with Futa, yeah.
Yeah, that one's really cool. I like that one a lot.
I specifically like how vague the cases presented are. So there's actually like multiple interpretations of like the storyline that's being presented.
I'm obviously we're not gonna do it today because that would be crazy. I can't wait to see you react to the second music videos.
Yeah,
and just I can't wait for the moment for you to be like, oh, that's what happened. Okay, like it just.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting to be wrong at least half of these.
I'm sure we're gonna do it when we get to the second season. But like, I'm sure you'll be like, okay, can we go back to that first music video? I want to see that part again, but with this new knowledge.
Yeah.
And just being like, oh my goodness, that's what that really meant.
How many of them are there? For their first trial, there's like 10 characters, so we're going through like 10 music videos. I think I've only gone through like, what, 4 so far? 5?
This is the 4th one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Moo is 4.
We might not finish first trial tonight, guys. I don't think I can hold out that long.
I don't think so. I will say this too. We definitely won't, because in terms of like me making the presentation, I only got up to 7 anyway.
Oh, then we can probably like leave off at around 6 or 7 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Second season, bro. What if I tell you there's a third trial going on right now?
the third one is happening live. They're voting. I don't know who they're voting for at the moment. They might be voting for somebody we don't know about.
What? Nani?
I'm curious. I'm gonna open this in a separate tab. I wonder who they're voting.
This is so cool, to be honest. Yeah. I love interactive, engaging music, multimedia projects like this. Which reminds me, did you watch the latest Alien Stage episodes, Meteor?
I watched. Oh my goodness, who was it? It was the fight between the one guy and his childhood best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was holy. That was crazy. I'm so bad with character names. But yeah, that one was like insane.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna cap it all off.
Yeah, and seeing the blonde-haired kid's like backstory for the first time, that was crazy too.
All these music projects just hurt us in the heart, man. Michael Girl's not going to be okay after a second trial, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Do you have a favorite person so far at all?
Favorite person? Honestly, probably like the first girly and umbilical, just because I am so certain she did nothing wrong.
I gotcha.
Like, she was the first person where I was just like 100% sure girly is innocent.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
The next one, Charlotte. Oh my god, is the 5th one that infamous?
The next one, I'm trying to.
The next one is your fave.
Ooh. The next one, I'm gonna say right now, the people. I'm gonna say this right now. Like, half of it was theories, half of it was simping.
Oh, wait, is it a DILF one by any chance?
That's all I'm gonna say. Half of the people theorizing, half of the
I didn't take a break yet. It's okay. I don't think I'm taking a bathroom break this stream.
I mean, you don't have to take a bathroom break.
I mean, I don't feel like I have to go use the bathroom, so.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah.
All right. If there are people barking in chat, then I'm 80% sure it's DILF. Want to find out?
Excited. Is it time?
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
All right, we are moving on. This is gonna be. This is Kirasaki Shido. Shido
already sounds like a DILF name. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope I'm right.
This is Throw Down.
Oh no, Ro has the classic Bishonen pose. Flower language. Mother and daughter, maybe? What is that red string around his neck?
Wonder.
Oh, he's a doctor?
That's a scope, or whatever it's
called. But still, it's red. That makes me sus already.
The red thread of, what it's fate, destiny?
Gardening tools. But I wish I knew the language of flowers, because I'm very sure everyone has a symbolic meaning in this music video.
Oh yeah.
They're just not there for sure. I mean, they're not there for show. Withered roses, okay.
Ooh, what does that mean? Please don't forgive me, he says. Don't forgive me.
Oh, I forgot to read the lyrics.
You're good.
I was too busy theorizing about flowers.
You're good. I pissed at him.
Okay, so clearly he's delivering some bad news. Where are you going, bro? Pomegranate seeds?
Ooh, pomegranate.
Bro is not beating the death allegations here.
The song is very good.
It's very chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting this song in my next study session.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the song's a jam.
Page is falling down. What a dramatic shonen-ass scene. Bro
Yeah,
is
it is.
dripping with Riz.
Oh, they're flower tags.
Oh, you're right. They are tags.
Yeah.
Are they mixed in with patient info sheets?
Ooh.
Is my theory right? Is my theory
wonder.
right? I've been suspicious this whole time.
I wonder.
I think that's a delusion. I fucking knew it.
Some broken glass.
I'm still guilty even if the morning comes. Bro, are you dead ass admitting it already? Are you committing malpractice, sir?
Ooh. What's that?
Oh my god, a humanoid made of flowers?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, why is it collapsing? And then he tore the flower tag.
All right.
Was that a price
thorough,
tag by
yeah.
any chance?
It's so flowers come with tags that tell you what type of
Oh, okay.
those were. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, initial thoughts.
He's guilty.
Okay. Put us
The
in your
first
mind,
clue
what's
was
thinking?
the fact that he admires I basically like the dried up preserved flowers, wilted flowers inside like those glass cases. It implies
Yeah.
that he thinks like flowers are their most beautiful when they're about to die or in the process of dying.
That's true. They were in the cases compared to the other ones. That's true. Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives a sense of like, okay, I actually don't know the word I was gonna say. But it's kind of like I guess like objects for his infatuation, which I think mirrors like his relationship with patients. Every single like human being that we've seen him converse with is assumedly like family or friends of like the patients that are under him, and he's obviously delivering some bad news.
Ooh, yeah.
I
Yep,
do
that did
think he
happen.
believes that humans probably look their most beautiful, or God forbid, even most attractive, when they're on their
Ooh,
deathbed.
Okay. Yeah.
The gardening tools show how he's actively snipping off the flowers,
Yep,
right
yep,
in the
yep.
at the peak of their beauty, and then they keep wilting, and that's what he's trying to preserve.
Okay,
He's
okay.
actively cutting off like, their xylus and I forget my biology terms. Chat. I took
biology,
IB
yeah,
higher
don't
level
worry.
biology. But basically like plants vessels that transport their nutrients. He's cutting that off from them. He's cutting them off from their roots.
And he's putting them somewhere very specific. Find out near the end. Don't forget about that too. Where is he putting them? He's putting them here.
Yeah. In the
is this?
shape of a human. I admit I'm not sure what to make of this part.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's weird. Whatever it is, it didn't. So someone didn't go.
You know, I had the most cursed thought. So remember when I said he's committing malpractice with his patients, like he's actively like sabotaging the recovery and stuff?
Okay.
My first thought, hear me out, chat, hear me out. He's cutting off like whatever he considers like most beautiful or like critical from their bodies and trying to Frankenstein like the love of his life back. Or the ultimate love of his life.
Interesting. Okay.
That is my interpretation of this whole music video, and even if I'm wrong, he's guilty. He should not have a medical license.
Not a medical license. Real quick, I want to bring together this scene specifically. So we have the flower tags here, which is to identify the flowers. Those start as patient documents, which are to identify patients. So maybe that adds to your theory? Maybe.
I think he probably has some sort of like personal connection with each patient. Like he didn't have to like personally know them even if they were under his watch, but like he clearly liked something about them in order to like remember their names. And then he was like, "Oop, I'm gonna do a little oopsie."
Emma brings up a good point. He says constantly, "Do not forgive." That is true. He does say, "Do not forgive me."
There was another line that he said like right before "Please don't forgive me," or maybe it was right after that. I forgot what it was, but I was like, bro, you're sus, bro." Oh yeah. The after stepping. Oh wait, no, it wasn't this one. It was closer towards the end. Never mind. But that's another sassy one. The blood started to flow.
Yeah. Please don't forgive me.
I think it was before that, actually.
Okay, let's see.
Down the invitation that I cannot take back. Is it around here? Lying, replacing with hope. I don't know. I'm not sure where exactly it was. We can move on.
Okay. Let's keep going. So initial thoughts, guilty is what I'm.
Yes, 100% guilty.
All right.
Am I simping for him?
Aaron does not trust it.
Not really. I understand what chat is, but for me, I'm like, he's not my type. I'm sorry. He's not the type of hot crazy that I like to read in my webtoons. He's a little bit more derangement of the sexy kind. I'm sorry.
Chat's half of it or them. Okay, let's go into some questions here. So we got some questions here. Question number 6. What are you willing to sacrifice for love? His response is everything. What do you think happens when people die? He says, I like the concept of transmigration. I wish it so.
Okay, alright, he's definitely summoning back his lover. I knew it.
Third question. If you could bring someone back to life, here we go. Who would you choose? And he says, I can't choose anyone.
Okay, now that's interesting then.
Direct conflict of what you were saying earlier. And then the final question. What do you think about smoking? And he says, people tell me to stop because it's bad for my health, but I smoke because I want to be unhealthy.
What the fuck, bro? Sorry, that's my first reaction. What the fuck, bro?
He's quite a case. He's quite a
case.
He
wants to be unhealthy. Then does he want to like eventually, depart from this world and transmigrate himself into another one?
That's the kind of love I'm talking about.
Okay, so if he's not trying to summon back a lover, then if each of those flowers has their own individual tag and he has the name of every one of the patients. One way you could interpret it, which would be departing from my guilty assumption, would be like he's trying to bring them back in some way. He's trying to revive them back in some way. Or transmigrate them somewhere, transmigrate them back from where? I don't know. But it's interesting how they're all like, they're all conjugulated. I don't know what the word is. They're all combined onto like the same metal humanoid frame.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like again, he's trying to combine them all into one person.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the theories here. 'Cause there's some crazy theories with this one.
Okay.
Like people were going like maybe a little bit too hard with these theories, but we're getting into some crazy stuff here. Here we go. So, this is what people thought at the time. So he's a doctor, obviously. So people were theorizing he has a wife in a vegetative state. That's what because that's what we constantly see. Like whenever he's in the gardener phase, he's still in a hospital room.
I was close.
And the bed, right? That with the frame that he's working on, people are saying that's his wife in a vegetative state. And then the theory goes that kind of what you were talking about. People had this theory that like maybe like you said he's doing some medical malpractice and he's getting organs from people. He's getting organs and then he's like, transferring them to his wife who's in a vegetative state and seeing, if he can get her back, right?
The people and I are finally aligning together.
The tags are the patient tags. Patients who were supposed to be saved but maybe declared brain dead. So maybe he could have saved some patients, but he declared them brain dead, so maybe he could get organs. Maybe. Okay. Some people also said, okay, maybe he's not intentionally killing patients, but he just is the one who takes care of terminally ill patients. So he's not killing anybody, right? He just is there when they happen to die, right? Like that's what some people are saying is like, because I think there's two sides, right? It's like, oh, is he intentionally doing this or is he unintentionally? People were kind of split that way. It's like, oh, maybe he's not intentionally doing this, but he's in the space where it does happen, and he's, that's just what, right? Another point, he's the one who takes them off the life support. Going back to with the old people who are like yelling at him.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe he's the one that like does the actual deed, so they're pissed off at him, but it's just like not much to be done.
Like it's just part of the job for him, so to speak.
Yeah. Some people were saying maybe this was like maybe the parents of his wife, and they're being pissed at him that he can't. You're a doctor who saved so many people, you can't save her type of situation, maybe.
Prioritizing his wife over other patients.
Now some other people had a, let's say, less extreme interpretation. Some people had an interpretation of, okay, maybe this pruning isn't taking organs. What if it's just taking the experience, right? He's just taking the experience of trying to help all these patients, and he's using that knowledge to try and save his wife. And ultimately it doesn't, right? So instead of the flowers equaling like organs, let's say, those flowers equal like the experience, the knowledge, or like, just the history of all of his medical.
But then why ask, please don't forgive me? It doesn't make sense.
It's a good point. You have a good point. The please don't forgive me, a very big point. And then my last point, half the live chat was theorizing.
Yeah, much like your chat is right now, or our chats technically.
Our chats definitely were doing that too.
All right,
okay.
I regret to say that this changes nothing about my initial decision. He's guilty as fuck.
Okay.
Maybe y'all can hook up with him in jail.
Okay.
He's not guilty. I'm sorry. Whose domain are we in again? It's the gumiho's domain. What I say goes.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to beer real quickly.
Oh yeah, you're good. If guilty, why hot? This might be an unpopular opinion, guys, but he's not that hot for me. The double triple moles under his eye, I'm like, I don't like. When are we gonna see the actual DILF in this series? Y'all got my hopes up. Y'all got my hopes up for nothing. My hot take is he has my least favorite Charles song. I mean, it's not very catchy. It's not very... How should I put it? It doesn't have a fast tempo. So I can see why some people don't really like some of like the slower paced chill ones. And it's Fair. It's not like my favorite either. I don't know if I have a least favorite so far though. I like his covers more. Oh my god. Oh yeah, after this is over, y'all need to hook me up with like the singers behind these songs. I want to check them out later. I need a delf. Delf. I need a delf. Da 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 da. Does anyone know I Need a Girl by Taeyang and G-Dragon? That's an old one, a really old one. It's not even like, I don't even like that song that much. I just know the chorus. Stop, Automat got me. What sussy things are you setting in chat for Automat to hold you prisoner, Maya? Maybe you should be exiled off to the Gumi dungeon. But you'd probably like that if you were jailed up with, what's his name again? Bro over here. Gardener dude here. The next prisoner's VA is removed from the slime anime. Interesting. Wait, are like the VAs like... Do the VAs also sing, or is it just their VAs from the audio drama?
I'm back. What happened?
I was asking chat if like... So someone said the next prisoner's voice actor is Rimuru from the slime anime.
Oh.
And I was asking if that's from the audio drama, or if they also sing in the songs.
I don't know. That's a good question. I actually don't know. The VA is also saying.
Jail me up with Nubilet, please. Okay, bet. We're gonna frame you in front of the mechanic of frick. Or she's mechanic d'analyse cardinal.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I remember that. At least kind of now.
Come to the dungeon, help me make my law office to fight for wanderling rights. As if you have rights.
Dang. This is an authoritarian government.
Authoritarian? What do you mean? I am for the populace. They don't have rights because they don't need rights in this society.
But it's a straight up dictatorship.
I am the benevolent gumiho overlord. I rule with a wise but firm just fist.
Jotties. You guys need jotties. I don't know what jotties is, but I hope you get it.
Society calls me gay. I mean... Alright, shall we move on?
Yeah.
What was the verdict?
So, the people said... Here, let me write it down. So you said guilty, guilty, guilty. Chat also disagreed with you again.
Lexi says he's kind of ugly. Yes, thank you. I don't think he's that cute.
Okay, the people, excuse me. The audience at the time. The audience at the time, they went with innocent. 51.
Oh my god, they fell for his looks.
They did.
They were too weak.
Innocent for she though. Innocent, innocent, innocent.
Media literacy is dead. Only something remains.
It's true, it's true. Maybe. Could be. Yeah, I feel like in general, most people were just like, in terms of like the innocent one, people just like, okay, he's not actively killing people. It's more so that like, he just happens to be doing the job of like turning off the life support. So like, does that count as killing? Is kind of
but
where
that's assuming that he's actually doing his job.
Yeah,
and he's not actively committing malpractice.
Yeah, so I think in general people were just like they don't think he was committing like he was doing his job, and he just happened to be the one, turning off the light support, right?
As the hair color and the eyes, oh, you're falling for it, Sam. Don't you see? He's
Some people voted him.
actively alluring you in order to cover for his own ass.
Oh,
He
Doto
knows
also
what
brings
he's
up a good
doing.
point. Doto also brings up a good point. He said some people voted for him innocent because he wanted to be guilty. That is also true. That is also true.
I see. So they reverse voted just to mess with him a little, see what happens.
That will happen sometimes. Some people will vote in strange ways just to see a certain result. Should I spend $195?
I don't know. Can you afford it? Will it put you in the red if you do so? Is it a wise financial decision? I mean,
I don't know about that.
I don't know if it's always wise, but will you be subsisting on ramen for the rest of the month if you do that? If not,
That's a question. Maybe. Okay, how we feeling? Shall we do another?
Yeah, let's do
How
one
we
more.
feeling? One more. All right, let's one. Oh, this one is. Yeah, this one made me feel.
All right, maybe
This
I
one
gotta
is-
hydrate for
is
this
very
one.
interesting. This one might need some discussion. All right, this is going to be. This is gonna be our last one for the night. Is gonna be Mahiru, Shina Mahiru.
Okay.
Alright, this one is. This is how to be in love with you. This is how to be in love. All right, let's do it.
Oh, I think the YouTube video. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cute.
It's a very cute song.
Okay, never mind, guys. She's my new favorite. Okay, lots of different dresses and outfits.
Yep.
Day 2. She a model? Feels very much like a fashion model or influencer type of work.
The vibe. Yeah, feather.
Oh. Okay, you're not a good girl. Oh no, she's twisted inside. Day 6 points simple. Okay, yeah. There's a
Simple
point to
meal.
every outfit she puts together. The breakup ritual. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Calling. Someone's calling.
Over-dependent much? You are happy to get her. Oh my god, girlie. Have you considered seeing a therapist and loving yourself more?
Let's have matching pain, she says.
Girlie, you can't die. You have so much to live for. Okay. Bars of like a fence or something can symbolize imprisonment, being caged in something.
The bird feathers earlier.
Ooh, she's in a bird cage then, maybe. Girlie? Alright, more bird feathers. The bouquet. She's camping now. Oh, is that the first person? The person having her cup. Is that the first time you've seen another person in the photos?
The hairdresser, one time.
Oh, okay,
Except for
okay.
that, that was a face at the end.
I'm not sure. Okay. So obviously the question is, what? Who got murdered? Who did the murder?
That's quite the face at the end. That's quite the face.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of symbolism I probably missed, and it's probably like hidden in like her photos on the outfits. Also the points that she labeled for each outfit. Outside of that, there's not much to go off of other than like the obvious birdcage symbolism, the imagery.
This one says point bag.
Yes.
The phone call was pretty big too. She seemed a little peeved.
I fell asleep before you. I feel bad. We both have to stay up late. We both have to sacrifice sleep.
Interesting.
Oh, I wonder. This would be hilarious, but not really hilarious. But what if her boyfriend died because he didn't get enough sleep? Do you hear that sleep deprived wonderlings?
Oh no!
You better start going to sleep earlier. That bed is calling for you.
Got the corpse survivor here. The corpse survivor is what she's drinking.
Oh, okay. There we. All right, corpse survivor. Hairdresser.
Anyway, there's the other person that we saw in the photos. Day 11. The points stopped popping up by this point.
I wonder if that implies that she stopped putting like a lot of thought and effort into her outfits. Maybe she was just operating on autopilot at that point.
Okay. Initial thoughts.
Like, was the murder victim supposed to be like her partner or something? That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. There's not too many people in this one. We got her and we got a potential partner, whoever she was calling up. Right.
I wonder if the birdcage is supposed to symbolize some sort of abusive or toxic relationship, but with the lyrics, it kind of implies like she was the one contributing like at least halfway towards that dynamic. Like she wanted them to have matching pain.
Yeah, she said that earlier.
She wanted like their kind of love to be equal to sharing like equal pain, equal hurt. I think at one point she talked about dying.
Yeah.
Which it makes me wonder, like, if she ever like gave her partner the threat of like, if you do this, if you leave me, I die.
Yeah. Maybe,
and then the times we do the breakup ritual, so I feel like there's a pattern of like breaking up and then getting back together, mayhaps.
Peaches says, is she what the people call a cool girl? A woman that fakes being non-committal, casually dating, and then ends up being borderline obsessive and potentially dangerous. A relationship where they aren't equally invested. She glorified the person and their situation by the way she speaks so nicely about even the bad things, like how good it felt to be hurt.
My thinking is like that scene right there where she's kind of like, when she's kind of like, she has a grin on her face and she's kind of like inching towards it as if she's about to pounce. And then it's a pile of feathers. And then feathers start running down immediately after that.
I was about to say, that is an interesting word you use, pounce. What pounces? Regarding to the, what is it? We got feathers here.
But yeah, it kind of, from what I understand right now, like the music video kind of gives off like an air of she traps a person if they don't trap each other into a very toxic relationship. And when the partner doesn't want to contribute to said toxicity, said toxic love anymore and wants out, that's when I assume she goes berserk in some way. I wonder if she views it as like, the breakup ritual, right? Like, it's just another way for her to, like, lash out and then reel him back in again. But this time at the end, it didn't work.
He had maybe, he had too much, and, you know, he's like, I need to get out, kind of no matter what, maybe.
You know, the end... There's only a few ways one can leave the birdcage. One, you're intentionally set free. Number two, you manage to escape when your owner, like, leaves the door open for way too long. Number three, you die.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, thank you for the raid, Stray. Thank
Hey!
you for the raid.
Hi, Raiders!
Thank you, Stray. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Cool. So, initially, what are we thinking? We're reacting to Milgram, a bunch of music videos. Thank you for the
I'm
raid, Stray. Appreciate it.
thinking guilty. There's an interesting comment from Dato here in chat as well. Note how she's very happily in the birdcage, but there are a lot of feathers falling. Birds can shed a lot of feathers due to extreme stress.
Good point. They're all on the ground at the end.
Is she the one stressed? Is the partner stressed, or are they both stressed? That's what I'm wondering.
Good question. So we're saying guilty early on?
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards guilty, but it's only with the pieces I'm presented with, and I don't think I have a clear picture.
Gotcha. Is she single? Maybe after the end of the music video, yeah.
I mean, from what I can tell from the lyrics, she's just straight up not a good partner to have.
Yeah. The Lulu. All right, here we go. So we got some more information here. So a question was asked, have you ever cheated on your partner? She says, nope, it's impossible that I do something like that, right? Right?
Why do you have to emphasize that as sus?
Second
Girly, are you hiding something? We gotta dig up your GPS history.
True. Is there anything you treasure? And she says, love! With 2 exclamation point caps.
But what is love to you?
Big kanji. Yeah. Third question. How many lovers have you had so far? She says, 1.
Alright,
Only
that
one.
tracks. Obsession with, like, that one person, the breakup ritual. Yep.
A final question. What do you think about smoking? She says, I have never smoked before, but I might copy him if who I love smoke.
Okay.
Very
That raises some red flags.
interesting.
So this is implying that she'll do the copying if the other partner does it first. I don't know if that's reciprocal, but let's just say it's only this, right? She'll just mirror her partner if he does it. So if he raises a fist towards her, does that mean that she raises a fist back?
Oh, I wonder. Maybe.
That's a crucial piece of information. So... I was kind of thinking that maybe she was keeping them both trapped inside the birdcage. And that could be true to an extent, but maybe the feathers raining down are more representative of her than I thought.
Oh, it could be. Maybe not just the boyfriend.
Yeah, but then that raises the question, like, what the heck was she pouncing? Like, that pile of blue feathers.
Yeah, she does pounce at the end there. Definitely does. Okay, let's get into the theories. Let's see what people were talking about at the time. Here we go. So we got so the bird cage is the lover and she is the cat, right? So she's like a cat in the situation.
Okay.
It's like you know, it's one thing. So you got the cage, right? So this relationship feels like a cage. A bird cage to a cat. All that means is like, oh, they're trapped inside here and I can get them, right? From the perspective of a cat, a bird cage is like, oh, they're trapped, now I can get them. From perspective of a bird, the bird is trapped inside the cage, right? From whoever set it up. So maybe the partner here is feeling like they're trapped inside a cage with the, like, you could call, like, the threat, right? Maybe you can call it like a threat or something.
Right.
That one image is like, you know, she almost looks a little bit cat-like.
Yeah.
Right? Little fangs going on here. She has some little fangs.
Just slap some cat ears on her, and then everyone will go nuts for her and send her like 1,000 akasupas.
Yeah.
1,000 subs.
Hiding the obsession, yeah. Second point, obviously delusional. She's definitely delusional. A fact, I feel that she's delusional. Some quotes. Even when I test you, even times we do the breakup ritual. Yeah, she's testing, right? So like maybe we got a little bit of like yandere, like checking like, oh, where are you, right? Checking like what type of people you're with, right? Doing the breakup like ritual, whatever, like pretending to break up, but not really, or something like that. Like
Gaslighting.
yeah, a little bit of gaslighting, right? Somebody brought this up earlier, the feathers falling. So birds lose their feathers when getting stressed, right? So the more she was with him, the more he was maybe potentially feeling stressed. Essentially, she thought having matching pain made a good relationship. So that's very interesting. That's kind of what she was thinking. But important to note that that's her perspective, right? We don't know the perspective of the person that she was with, right?
Yeah.
The partner may have ended themselves. That's probably what the death was here. And then the final point, woke up and surprised because she thought everything was fine, right? So she was not even paying attention to potentially like maybe his deteriorating mental state. Maybe she wasn't even paying attention to that because she was so focused on like
the
what
whole
she thought about the relationship.
Yeah, the whole music video is kind of framed as if she were like uploading a bunch of like Instagram posts or like photos to a fashion blog. It's like the picture perfect representation of her life. You know, like focus on the pretty outfits, all like the cute places she's going to, all the mundane things in her life, all the happy little things, and that's kind of like her lens in a sense. She's kind of viewing her very messed up relationship through like a rosy colored filter. And then when she finally, at the end, when the partner assumedly dies, whether it's by her hand or by his own hand, she's like, huh?
Yeah, she's very surprised.
Yeah.
She's very, very surprised.
Like, she clearly did not expect it at all.
On her own delusions, maybe. So someone, Dodo says, fun fact, a few months ago, Milgram fans held a poll on who was the worst partner. She was third. Interesting.
Very interesting. I wonder who took the bottom worst.
Okay.
All right.
So, well, how you thinking now with all the evidence and everything laid out?
My only question is, if the partner decided, you know, to off themselves, does that because you know how, like, in abusive relationships, when, like, one partner, like, you know, commits suicide, and, you know, like, I'm talking about, like, the abuse victim, not the abuser. Usually we're like, oh, the blood is on abuser's hands, right? But technically, the abuser did not kill them.
Yeah.
So are we interpreting this like legally, or are we interpreting this morally?
It's a question. It's a good question. It all depends on each of us. It's like, how do you determine this? If we're going on the angle that like she brought him to the point, you know, it definitely can. I think you can argue both ways for sure. It's like, okay, she brought him to that point, so it is her turn. But then the other side is just like, well, she didn't actively do this, so is she guilty or innocent?
Yeah.
Question. What do you guys think? I put the poll in chat, by the way.
That being said, I think if this were brought before a court of law, she would still face some repercussions, even if it's not explicitly for murder. I know that's like what Jackalope wants me to do. Did they commit the murder or not? But I do think she is very much so to blame for partner's death. Okay. If we take her words at face value.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with guilty.
All right. Ari's going guilty. Ari's on a guilty streak. That's 3 guilty.
3 for 3.
Chat's still on the innocent training. Chat 5 innocents in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, I agree with you. My interpretation is that I don't think she sees this guy as an individual person.
Yeah.
She sees this guy as like, oh, this is my boyfriend.
Like
she's not
he's just
thinking
an
about what
asset
went
to
on.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Like a way to like continue to prettify her life in a sense.
Exactly. Right. Like, the thing is, like, you know, like you're saying, you nail, at least for my interpretation, you hit the nail on the head, right? It's just like, oh, snapshots of my life, and like, you know, it's like, oh, this person is just like an outfit, essentially. Or like, it's just that for like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do that. Oh, we gotta make sure. Oh, we gotta make sure we break up, right? You know, it's like a checklist, right?
Right.
And it's just not thinking about this guy's psyche or like what does he want, what does he not want, right? What about the cheating? I don't think cheating happened. I think that's her more so being like, yeah, I think the cheating line is being I would never do that, right? Like she needs like how do you say it? She wants to make it seem like she has that perfect relationship, and so it's just like, oh, I would never do it because I don't have that perfect
Yeah, no, I
relationship.
think the cheating line is a red herring. I don't think we're meant to focus on like the possibility of cheating itself, but the way she treats the issue. The way she's talking about it.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Personally, that's how I take that interpretation. It's not that she cheated. It's more so, oh, I'm a person who would never. That's how I.
Yeah.
Again,
It's
I
all
think-
about me. It's never about her partner.
Yes, that's my interpretation. That's why I personally call her guilty on that. I think she's guilty on that because she never cared about who he was as a person, his psyche, what he wanted, and it was more like, oh, this is my amazing.
If she copies her partner, did her partner cheat? But well, we don't know.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like, I'm only making a verdict based off like the clues I have here, and it's very possible that they're intentionally withholding information from us, the viewers.
I mean, if she copied him, did she though? Is she copying him because she enjoys what he does, or is she copying him because? Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do in a relationship. Look at our good relationship. We do everything together. Look at our good relationship. But it's like, you know, when you peel away the public, it's like your what you show in front versus what's happening on the end. It's like, oh, look at us, guys. It's always together. We like all do the same thing. But when you actually talk to each person, like, are you enjoying the relationship?
Like if we're going to call it love, it would be probably in like one of those red or black flag webtoon romances that we're always reading, where their partners are completely twisted inside.
Yeah, it's like it's like what you're showing in public versus like it's like my interpretation. That's my interpretation. All right, let's see what the people chose. So the people chose. I chose guilty. Chat chose innocent. I personally said guilty when I saw this. We got guilty.
Okay.
A staggering 55. A staggering 55. Pretty heavy on guilty from
I have a question. Do the verdicts ever like reach up into like borderline 60%?
Let's take a look. Obviously, I'll take a look. The highest is 68.
Oh my god, okay.
The highest is 68. Which
Is that within first trial or a second trial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I clearly have not seen that yet.
Yeah. There's much to look forward to next.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we got a 68 for the first round. We only got a 68 in the first round. Yeah, I think generally the sentiments is more or less kind of what I was saying. People were just like, she's delusional. She didn't even realize what was happening to this guy. When the guy died, it was a little too late to notice him, right? Like, it took way too long to notice this guy, and now it's just like, you don't realize the damage you actually.
Right, right.
That time.
You're like very oblivious and so like immersed in your own self that you're not really paying attention to, you know, the partner you're supposed to be invested in, the partner you're supposed to care about in your relationship.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think she truly cared or loved for him. Like, let's go back to like Sam's previous question. Like, if she copied him, she cared or loved him like a good amount, right? But if you love someone, you only want to do like you want to do things that make them happy. You want to do things that, you know, make them smile. What else? What else was I trying to say? Like, you don't want to do anything actively bad to them or like cause them any hurt. And like, I don't think there's many people out there that would see like, for example, like throwing a fist in someone's face as an act of love, right?
Yeah.
Like when you punch someone in the face, you're obviously like physically hurting them. I don't know about emotionally hurting, but like, I assume the victim's first physical reaction is probably going to be like crying or like some sort of like expression of pain. That's never a good thing.
Right, yeah.
But that's just like a hypothetical thing. Like, I'm not saying that they like pummeled fists at each other, but just to illustrate my point.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love is hard. Indeed.
It is, and that's why I will never enter a relationship, because, oh boy! Well, if there's one thing that Milgram has made me 100% positive, is that I'm never getting a partner. Single is better.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, it ain't easy. I think a lot of people definitely have this thought of just like, I just need to get into a relationship and everything's good. But it's like, no, it's gonna get, in some ways it's gonna get harder, because like, now along with your own stuff you gotta deal with, now you gotta help somebody else deal with it too, you know?
Single life isn't my best life, but love is hard. Yeah, that's the thing, like, you're never really truly prepared for a relationship. Like, I've never had relationships before, but the crushes I've had, or the people who've crushed on me, it's gotten so messy that I just don't want to deal with that at all. It's much easier for me if I don't have to deal with like the emotional fallout of navigating other people's emotions in addition to mine.
Yeah,
it sounds
that's
a
fair.
little callous when I put it like that, because like, you have friendships, right? Obviously you have to like care about their emotions too, which is true, but I'm specifically saying in a romantic context.
Yeah, like sometimes you're just not like ready for it, or it's just like, listen, I gotta handle my own stuff.
I've got baggage and other things I gotta deal with. I don't need to deal with yours too.
Yeah, right. The whole fact. Love is a wonderful thing, but love is hard and takes patience and self-reflection. Yeah, full stop. I agree. Yeah, I think love can be such an amazing thing, but like, I feel like it carries so much weight that like, you know, when it does indeed head into that negative realm, then it's gonna hit so much harder, right? It's gonna hit so much harder.
It is easier when you have people in your life who model like a very good, loving, healthy relationship. But if you've had no exposure to that in the past, which honestly I expect, like, what's her name, Mahiru? I don't think she has like a proper idea of what a loving relationship is supposed to be, like from her parents, for example. Then you don't know how to express love yourself. You just glean what you can from the people around you in popular media, and then that can get warped pretty quickly.
That too. I say like media and like social, where like everybody's trying to show like self, or like even like dating apps. You know, your swipe. So you're just like, like dating apps seem so cruel in a way, right? You're just seeing a first impression of somebody and you're saying, nah. Like, it's kind of cruel in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to like reduce a person down to just one profile and a bunch of pixels.
Love requires giving a potential stranger all this trust and vulnerability, and that's scary for a lot of people. Yeah. SFX has a huge toll on people. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I didn't see what YouTube was talking. Sorry, YouTube. I'm back. Welcome back, Tay.
And I have reached the end of my water jug.
Okay. All right, yeah, that was the first 6, I believe.
Yeah, the first 6.
Cases.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think? Thoughts so far?
Well, my head hurts from thinking a lot. But it's a good kind of hurt. It's a good kind of hurt. I'm very intrigued by this project. I think it's very clear that DECO 27 and company want to start a kind of like societal commentary, as I said earlier. Like, it's putting like all of these borderline crazy scenarios, but also like things that could happen in everyday life. Well, not maybe like everyday life, but are kind of common occurrences in the criminal world. And putting them before us, the common man, and being like, well, how would you judge this? And then with like the multiple trials in the future, clearly like our verdicts do have consequences.
Yeah.
I wonder like how much of that is going to mirror the legal and judicial system, especially in Japan. From what I understand, Japan has like a 99% conviction rate, which means basically almost all cases that are brought before a judge, the defendant in question is like convicted as guilty, but is it really guilt? And that can like pretty often destroy one's life. Of course, I think like the second trial, they might put like a different spin on things, and they're just like, you're in jail for the rest of your life.
Oh shoot. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, thank for the sub, Zen. Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the rest of the cases. The other themes that DECO 27 might want to bring up for discussion, and where things go from here.
What the heck is happening with the freaking kid? We didn't get to that one.
Japan has a long history of wrongful convictions. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Guilty until proven innocent. Guilty until proven innocent.
Trust me, I'm not propping up Japan as like the standard of justice. As a Korean American myself, I know that all too well.
Right.
But yeah, that was great. Thank you for showing me all of these, Meteor.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, we definitely need to schedule another collab soon so we can react to the rest of these.
Yeah. I think doing the time felt good. Like half a season.
Yeah.
Half a season felt good.
Yeah, we can spend another. Maybe next time it can be like 4 to 5 hours. I'm not dealing with an active toothache that's causing me a tension headache.
That's it. Like guys, you got to give Ari her flowers. She was doing this while in the dental pain. She had some tooth pain. Gotta give Ari her flowers. Make sure you give her some love.
I'm gonna spend at least $300 at the dentist tomorrow. Pray for me.
Oh no.
I mean, the new patient exam is only like $115. It's like the services afterwards I'm gonna have to worry about.
Yeah. Classic. Classic healthcare stuff.
Yeah. Karaoke collab when we figure it out.
Okay, yeah, thanks for coming, Ari.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed. Happy to do this again. Chat, did you enjoy?
Yeah, chat. I hope you guys had fun too, cause we're gonna finish this.
Yeah, we got it for sure. The Ari chat.
Thank you. I know the Gumiho Overlord is always a Chad. This made me self-reflect while also simping. You're so valid for that. Okay, Chad, I have a question for you. Who are you simping for the most that was not Gardener Dude?
Yeah.
I have to get the obvious answer out of the way first. I have to remove him from the options.
That was...
Doctor, oh my god. Bro. No, damn. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, like Mahiru, she was really cute. If she weren't like that cray-cray on the head, I think I would be like, oh, date me?
No,
maybe.
No, I agree. Out of all of them,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, she is also. I would never go out with somebody like that because, like, okay.
I take one look at her and be like, I'm running the hell away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You are cute, but I have no desire to stick my nose in crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know about no breakup ritual. Okay, I don't that one, Shay. I don't know about that one.
I'm a faithful, loyal woman for Dilf. It's okay, guys. We'll watch Dilf next time.
There is one more like father age character. Just throw it there.
Yeah. Okay.
We also didn't see what the heck with what's happening with the kid. There's a kid here for some reason. What has happened there?
Is the kid the 10th case by any chance?
I think they're not 10. They are actually 8.
Oh, okay. I would have assumed it would have been number 10 for shock factor.
Yeah. Yeah, the number 10
Interesting.
is the one on the top right, like the punk almost look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's number 10.
Mhm.
I would have expected that.
Okay. Are you streaming after this, Meteor?
I am. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of
Okay.
a little bit of Star Rail.
Alright, that sounds good then. I shall send the rest of my chat over your way then.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I am gonna take off early for the night because, as I said, I have a toothache. My dental appointment's at like 12:30 tomorrow, which means I'm gonna have to get up a little earlier than I usually do to get that over and done with. So yeah, wish me luck with that. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. If I can speak, I'll stream tomorrow.
Yeah, so don't put yourself too hard now. Don't put yourself too hard.
Yeah, like if my lips do not feel numb and I can like speak coherently, we'll read Valhalla tomorrow. If not, my next stream will be on Friday, and I'll be starting the Star Rail Emphorius 3.1 quest. I'm still behind on story content, so no 3.2 just yet. Yeah.
Cool.
But
Cool.
I hope you guys had fun. I'll plug my socials in my chat in case you guys wanna connect with me in Discord or outside of Discord. And yeah, if I don't catch you guys tomorrow or Friday, I'll simply get you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
See ya, Ari. Thank you for joining.
Yeah,
It
bye
was fun.
guys.
See ya. Get well. Yeah.